What's good? Y'all know who it is. Y'all know what it is. It's your boy Matthew Shack live here in Los Angeles. Y'all just saw it, man. Welcome to Matthew Shack Unfiltered. Post game, Jake Paul and Mike Perry post fight. Just want to come in and see what you guys thought about this, man, because I'm looking at this as a precursor to the fight that should have happened already with Tyson and Jake Paul. See what you guys are saying, especially a lot of you UFC cats. I got some questions for you guys. Salute, man. Salute to everybody on the Saturday night, man. We got to see some good fights, man. If you're watching the Zone and you're watching these fights, man, you got to see some good fights tonight, man. Even the ladies were getting it in. But Jake Paul stops this guy, Mike Perry. I got a lot to say, man. I got a lot to say, but salute, man. It's good entertainment. I'm chilling at the crib, man, on a Saturday, man, drinking a little oil. Had some pizza and wings. Wife got some pizza and wings and some salad. You know what I'm saying? And we're sitting here watching The Problem Child, man. And I just wanted to see what you guys thought about it. But man, for somebody who is a fan of boxing, bro, like, okay, this here, this ain't boxing, man. One guy getting just hit at will, and another dude hitting him at will is not boxing, man. I mean, this is more like MMA or mixed martial arts or UFC and all these UFC guys. All these UFC guys. Let's go ahead and hit the double tap the screen, man. Run the likes up for your boy. All these UFC dudes, they're coming to boxing. Why are all these UFC guys that's a totally different fighting style where you can actually use your legs, you can actually grapple, you can actually, use Roman Greco wrestling moves, you can actually get people on the ground. Why are all these guys coming over here to boxing thinking it's easy? I just don't understand that. Okay, I don't understand. Is Dana White not paying people in the UFC, man? Because it seems like all these guys, unless you're John Bones Jones, he's the only one that has not came over to boxing. Conor McGregor did it. Nate Diaz did it. You know, this Mike Perry dude did it. Anderson Silva. All these guys are coming up over here to boxing because that's where the money is. I'm not understanding. I'm not understanding, man. It's not making a lot of sense to me. Maybe you guys can put it out there. As many UFC guys as that are out there, as many UFC fans, fanatics, a lot of you guys, when Conor McGregor fought Floyd Mayweather, that was when I really hold on a second. Let's listen real quick. Your winner by TKO Okay, I just wanted to hear that, even though we know what happened. That Conor McGregor Floyd Mayweather fight with all the UFC guys that I knew that was telling me that Conor McGregor's gonna knock Floyd Mayweather out with one punch. And I'm like, no, he's not. He's not even gonna win. Oh man, Conor McGregor, man, he just knocks people out, man. What happened? Floyd Mayweather got in the ring with Conor McGregor and let him get a couple of punches in. And right when he said the round that he was going to knock him out or TKO him, he did it no problem. I don't understand why all these UFC guys are in the boxing ring when you have a whole octagon. Somebody needs to explain that to me, man. Okay. But this was a good entertainment. I'm just glad that I got every channel in the world and I didn't have to pay because I got every channel in the world right on my TV. So I'm just trying to understand what I just saw. Salute to Mike Perry, though. Because what Mike Perry did is that he showed me what Mike Tyson's going to do. Okay, hold on. Here we go. Listen to what he's got to say.
What's going through your mind midway through that fight when he is just not going away and you're hitting him with everything?
Man, he's tough as nails. I'm sorry it took so long, Tampa. I love you. Let's go.
Sorry it took so long.
He's tough, man. Respect to Mike Perry. He's the king of violence. He's the BKFC champion. But I just hit too hard, but he took a lot of damage, and that's a W, baby. I'm super excited.
Fair to say he was tougher than you thought he would be.
I don't know. I kind of expected that. But, yeah, I mean, I did put him down in the first round. He just survived it. But Mike Tyson, your next big boy, signed the contract November 15th on Netflix. I'm excited for that one. I'm going to go home prepared for that. And Alex Pereira, you say you want to box. I'm the king of this. I'm the king of this. Come over. We can make it happen. I want you, Alex Pereira.
You want the UFC light heavyweight champion, Alex Pereira?
Indeed. I just beat BKFC champion. I beat multiple UFC champions, and he said he wants to box. So Alex Pereira, after Mike Tyson, let's make it happen.
Is the Mike Tyson fight a done deal? No doubt about it. November 15th, that fight is still on.
100%. It's happening. November 15th, Mike Tyson is training. He's back, looking crazier than ever. November 15th, Netflix, and I'm gonna get another KO and prove everyone wrong once again. Everyone said that this was a mistake taking this fight, that I was an idiot, I was risking it, but that's why I'm here. I take big risks, I put it on the line, and it's anyone, anytime, any place.
So considering that, was there any point in the middle of this fight where you started to doubt yourself and say, hey, this guy's taking all my big shots and he's hitting me with some big shots. What have I got myself into?
No, not really. I just didn't feel very good tonight. I was sick leading up to this. My knuckle is messed up. It was swollen like a big ball. I'll post it on my Instagram. Follow me on Instagram. I'm going to be giving away $10,000 tonight at Jake Paul. You can see my knuckle was basically broken before the fight, so... Yeah.
Well, could that possibly delay the Tyson fight?
No. I mean, did it delay this fight? No.
Right.
I'm a warrior, man. I fight through anything. We put it on the line. Shout out to Amanda Serrano for her knockout tonight. She's also coming back November 15th against Katie Taylor. It's going to be a stacked card. And Ashton Still, you're a warrior. I know you will come back. I love you, brother.
Just curious, before the fight, you and Mike were talking about a bare knuckle fight.
Just listen to this, man.
Does any of that interest you after this?
Yeah, it'd be fun. I'm down for it all, Ariel. I love combat. I love going to war. This is what I was destined for. And in 2 years, I will be the cruiserweight champion of the fucking world.
2.5 years ago in this same building, you picked up a big win. What's the difference between the Jake Paul in front of us today and the one who beat Tyron Woodley back then?
Just listen to this man.
Way sharper, cleaner. I think he hit me with like one good shot tonight. And everyone said he's going to knock me out. So I made some mistakes. Like I said, I didn't feel very good. But it's back to the drawing board, and I'm going to just keep on getting better.
Let's go. Final thing, I presume that Mike Tyson is watching this right now. Is there anything you want to say to him?
Mike, I love you, but this is my sport now. You're a legend. You're one of the two most famous boxers to ever live. You and Muhammad Ali. It's an honor to get in the ring with you. I'm so honored you're a legend, but I'm going to take your throne, brother.
Logan, quick thoughts on your brother's performance.
Yeah, Mike Perry, you're the toughest son of a bitch I've ever seen in my life. Ask him how he does it. That's phenomenal. How do you do it?
Hey, I don't know. I was trying to roll with the punches and hit your ass back.
Got his ass whooped, but he's a tough dude.
Way too fast for me, and I couldn't adjust. But
We gonna talk. I'm just letting these guys talk.
Showing love and support. Orlando, Florida, Tampa. I appreciate y'all for showing up, and I tried, man, but the kid hit me hard. The first round, when you knocked me down, you were too heavy and just kind of knocked me over. Didn't even rock me. But later on, it added up. Good job, man. Congratulations, Jake Paul.
Are you okay, Mike?
Yeah,
Are you okay? You got your ass
normal day
whooped.
for me, but he hit me a little harder than some of my training partners. That's all.
Better than you thought he would be.
He was too fast, and he adjusted. Perfect practice makes perfect. He's making the right moves and doing.
We're gonna
the right
definitely chop.
adjustments, and he's not sitting there waiting to be hit like me. I was trying to find the timing, but he was just too clean, too fast.
Bare knuckle rematch.
Let's go. I don't care. Let's do it. or MMA. I felt like I could have put my weight on him and grappled his ass up and tried to grab his arms and neck. So let's try wrestling. I'll do it. Fuck them other guys. I'll do that shit.
All right, well, for now, some time off probably needed.
Okay, I think I don't. Hold on.
Utah, I love you, Utah. I know you're watching. Hi.
Amanda, your thoughts?
Okay, that's enough, man. I done heard enough. See what you guys built. See what you guys have created a monster, man, with Jake Paul. Jake Paul and Logan Paul. I respect their hustle, man. I respect their hustle, man. $5 the booty bang with the $5 donor. Yo, Shaq, Mike Tyson's gonna bite Jake's ear off and make love to him. Hey, dude, all I'm saying is this, man. These guys have done nothing but just figure out how to just get all the money and all the attention from everything, bro. And salute to them for it, man. It's like you gotta salute it, man. The bag, securing the bag, these guys are masters at it, man. They're masters at it. They have everybody doing exactly what we're doing now, sitting in the privacy of our homes or at somebody else's crib or whatever it is, watching this, man. But this isn't boxing, man. Like, this is really putting a black eye on boxing. This ain't boxing, man. Salute to Mike Perry, because Mike Perry's a savage, but Mike Perry was just he didn't have any fighting skills at all, man. This guy didn't defend himself at all. He wasn't able to let his hands go because he was getting hit. He just thought that he was just gonna just walk him down, and boxing is not about knocking you out. It's about just pummeling you and getting points. And if I can knock your ass out, I can. UFC, man, is a different thing. There's like, let's just hurry up, knock these guys out, man. Let's bloody his lip, let's bust his face open and call it a day. But when you get into boxing, that's a whole different thing. Okay. And I'm seeing all these UFC dudes come over here, and they're getting their ass whooped. I mean, I just can't say it any better than that. Jake Paul and Logan Paul are not UFC fighters. They're not MMA guys. These guys, they come from a wrestling background and they're athletes, but they didn't go that route and they went the boxing route. And there's just no money over there in the UFC, man. I'm sorry, man. It has to be, because I'm seeing too many UFC dudes willing to get their ass whooped. They're willing to come over here and get beat down. Okay. And that's what happened tonight. Mike Perry's a tough dude. Maybe on the street, that would have been a different strategy. Maybe it would have been different, if it, the bare knuckles and, and all of that, but with rules and all this kind of stuff, man, because, if they would have fought in the street, I think Mike Perry would have beat his ass, because Mike Perry already grabbed him and was able, like he said, I'm able to get around you, get to throw you on the ground and do some groundwork on your ass. Drake wouldn't know what to do. Got his ass whooped. But in this square circle, it was a different thing. Now, before I start reading you guys' comments, I'll say this. If Mike Tyson hits Jake Paul the way that Mike Perry hit him, it's a different, there isn't going to be the same outcome. Mike Perry put some good hits on him. Jake Paul's not that good. Okay. He's better than the guys he fights. I give him that. The kid looks impressive when he's fighting these lesser guys. He hasn't fought nobody. He's not fighting anybody. He's fighting who wants to make some money. Okay. Tyson, we understand. Tyson, 58 years old. We all know if Tyson was his age, if Tyson was 27, like he's 27, it'd be barbecue chicken, barbecue ribs. It would definitely be hamburgers and hot dogs on the grill. But Mike Tyson's not. Mike Tyson's almost 60. But Mike Tyson isn't going to stand there and let him get hit like that. Okay? For a lot of people who just think Jake Paul's just going to beat him up, I don't know where you guys are getting this from, because I just saw, was it a year and a half ago? Less than 2 years ago. Okay, Roy Jones Jr., who is one of the greatest fighters, and actually he's a friend of me and this channel. Okay, get in the ring and fight Mike Tyson, and Tyson was giving him all he could give him. And that's a dude who has, former light heavyweight champion of the world, bro, undisputed. I just think it's gonna be a different thing, bro. I think it's going to be a different thing if Mike fights. I saw a lot of apprehension in Jake. Jake wasn't really saying that it was guaranteed, even though he said at the end. I just think it's probably a 50-50 thing that they fight. Okay. I think it's 50-50. I think you flip a coin, they fight. You flip another coin, they don't. A lot of people don't want Tyson to fight Jake Paul. And I don't think it's because of that. I just think it's because you're building a monster up. You're building something that you don't know if you want to build it. Because telling you now, the Paul brothers are not to be controlled. The Paul brothers aren't going to be under Mayweather Promotions. They're not going to be under Lou Duva. They're not going to be under Golden Boy Promotions. You're not getting your hands on any bags. Any of the big time boxing people aren't getting any money. It's not going to happen. This guy's a self promoter. They got their own entity. Logan got his own entity. They're never going to do business with you guys. You guys aren't getting in their pockets. And what's going to wind up happening is he's going to beat up enough of these little tomato can dudes. Not to say that Mike Perry's tomato can. He's just not a boxer. He's a fighter. He's a brawler. Okay. I respect the man because the man was getting up and Jake Paul was giving him the best he could. And he didn't sleep him like what happened in the earlier fight. But with that being said, man, I don't think that Jake Paul's going to get a chance to be the cruiserweight champion of the world or whatever he said he was going to be, because I don't think that the powers that be are going to let him fight. This is all these unsanctioned boxing matches, bro. These fights ain't sanctioned. Okay. 8 rounds. 8 rounds, bro. Come on, man. How come Jake ain't fighting 12? He already looked gas already, man. Like I said, man. So we're going to see. But entertaining, man. Not a bad Saturday night, you guys. Could be doing worse. Could be doing worse, man. Could be a lot of, sitting down in the basement, man, with a ball and a tape in your mouth, man, waiting for somebody to come see you. It could be like that for you, okay? But it's not. You're on here with Matthew Sheck Unfiltered. All right, so let's just go in and talk about it, man. See what you guys are talking about. Booty Bang, salute to you, man. The stable must be doing well for you to, tip your bartender the way you just did, man. So that's dope. Okay, I know Raider Guy was good, man. Yeah, make sure you guys check out the live I did earlier, man, talking about Devontae Adams and some of the interviews he gave, talking about quarterbacks, talking about Tom Brady and talking about Aaron Rodgers. I pissed some Raider fans off, man. I mean, go figure. I pissed some Raider fans off. A lot of you Raider fans in here, like I know Raider Guy. I pissed them off because they said I'm making it up. Like, all you got to do, man, is just go look it up, dog. It's sound bites. He said it. Like, don't get mad at me because, I know what you don't know. But, I had a couple of them come over here telling me that I'm making it up. And I'm like, come on, dog. I've been a fan 50 years. What do I need to make up something for? Everything I do is documented. But just wanted to let some of you guys know we're back to talking about some sports, but we will be going back and diversifying the content. Okay. Underrated guy said Jake Paul handles his business. However, I believe Jake Paul is an amateur. He's definitely an amateur. He's very good in his status of what he does, bro. Okay, very good. Let him get in the ring with Anthony Joshua. Let him get in the see. Like I said, man, Jake Paul has a lot going for him. He has size. He's 6'1". He walks around like 220. He's a stoic individual, bro. He's athletic. Okay. He's athletic, man. Let's give it to him. But he's athletic but his conditioning ain't on point because he likes to party. He's not a guy that's going to sit down and he's going to do everything that needs to be done because he doesn't have to. But just trying to tell you, man, these UFC dudes, man, they're not showing well in here, man. They're getting their ass whooped. They're more ground and feet oriented than their hands. Their hands and their guards are horrible, man. I mean, just straight overhand rights was just knocking this dude down, bro. Like just a basic peekaboo defense, sort of Philly shell. They don't have no defense, bro. None. Okay, Booty Bang, what's going on? What's popping? Jesse Merle in the house. On the radar guy, I'm not sold on Jake Paul until he fights at least 5 pro boxers. Like I said before, he's making so much money, dog. I mean, like I said, I respect the hustle, dog. A hustler, I'm gonna always respect the hustler, bro, because a hustler is figuring it out. With what you don't think he has, he's making it pop. It's just like over here on Matthew Shack Unfiltered, man. I'm a hustler, bro. Like, how do you think I was able to get to where I'm at? I got all these people telling me I don't know what I'm talking about, but then when I go look at their pages, they don't have any followers, and they've been on YouTube 10 years, and they don't have not one person subscribed to their channel at all. They're over here telling me I don't know what I'm talking about. Like, so respect the hustler. Okay. Dr. Feelgood said Mike Perry's a street fighter, not a boxer. Facts. But street fighting doesn't pay, man. I mean, shoot, I don't see Tyler Durden in Fight Club. First rule about Fight Club is you don't talk about Fight Club. I don't see anybody paying these dudes. I know Dana White. He had enough money to be on vacation somewhere far away, like Trump said, and fly on a private plane all the way to Milwaukee to say his speech, and then get right back on the PJ and fly back to his wife. He's making a whole bunch of money, but being a UFC fighter outside of the clout, there ain't no money in it. Okay, you might walk away with a couple of gift cards for McDonald's, man, after fooling around in that. Okay, Jesse Merle said I fell asleep on the couch. Yeah, man, that's always good, Jesse. Some of that couch sleeping is some of the best sleep you'll get. Okay, what's good to everybody? No Redder guy said Jake couldn't keep up with Tommy Fury. Yeah, Tommy Fury beat his ass. Okay, Tommy Fury's is the brother of Tyson Fury, somebody who can actually box, somebody who actually can get in there and defend themselves and do a little something. Man, Mike Tyson, come on, dog. It's all muscle memory, bro. It's all muscle memory, man. Okay, all right. Like I said, I think Jake Paul is gonna hit Mike Tyson. I think Mike Tyson's gonna get hit because Mike Tyson, he's gonna be aggressive. But Mike Tyson always got hit. Okay, but do I think he's gonna knock Tyson out? Hell no, man. With the way that dude fights, and he's gonna be even more cautious. This guy was just walking him down, bro, with no guard, nothing. Tyson's gonna have that peekaboo on his ass. Man, I can't wait. I really hope this goes down. I really hope, because I really think that Jake Paul shouldn't have took this fight. If the fight, that's why I don't really believe the fight is going to happen. Dude, November is right around the corner, bro. Do you know how much of a risk this could have been? You could have got hurt. Like he said, oh, my knuckle. He's already trying to get you guys to understand that he got some stuff, okay? Red Life 79 said, ain't no money in the UFC. Yeah, man. Looks like the only person making any money in the UFC is John Bones Jones when he wants to fight, Conor McGregor when he wants to fight, and Dana White. That's it. Everybody else is broke, right? Tony Dale, man, the event in Tampa was in Tampa. Kind of glad I didn't go. Yeah, TD, you down there, dog? Should have went down there, man. I don't know how much they was charging, man, but somebody like you, somebody with your pedigree, man, you probably could have got in free, bro. All right. Booty Bang said Floyd whipped Connor's ass. Dude, do you know how many dudes was telling me I didn't know what I was talking about? I'm like, man, you guys do not understand. Okay. The first rule of boxing is to hit and not get hit. That's the first rule. That's the first day in there. They tell you your job is to hit him and you don't get hit in return. They don't understand it. Oh, man, it's boring, man. He's running. They say he's running. Oh, he's running, man. He's running. Dude, this isn't UFC, bro. My job is not to get bloody. My job is to win the fight. And you know what? That's exactly what happened. Conor McGregor got maybe one or two nice little punches in, and I think Floyd was just letting him go. But then when Floyd started working that body on his ass, and he started knocking the wind out of his ass, and then he started clipping him, that was it. That's it, man. Okay. But for Jake Paul, it's a win-win. You get in the ring with Tyson, it's the same thing that happened with Logan getting in the ring with Floyd. It's the same thing, bro. Okay. All right. I'm no Raider guy. All right. Tony Dale, good evening. Gabe Logan, round one, Mike Tyson or go to, hey, man, come on, dog. I don't play those kind of games. Okay. I don't have to do either one. Gabe Logan, there is no choice. Okay. Kings do what they want. Boys do what they can or get asked to do. Somebody give me that kind of thing. I'm like, man, come on, dog. All right, man, I'm not even doing that. All right. I'm doing nothing. Whatever I want to do. It won't be that. Tony Dale, Tyson just waiting for him. Yeah, man, I'm just saying, dog. I mean, anything could happen in a boxing ring, like just happened to H2O, aka Water, the Water Man. He had that whole fight won, and then next thing you know, he was face down, looking like Manny Pacquiao. Remember when Manny Pacquiao got knocked out? Remember when he got knocked the f out? He was asleep like Debo. Trying to tell you, man, it can happen to anybody, right? But I just don't think they're gonna fight, man. I just don't see it. Okay. On the Reddit guy, Jake would not survive one round against any real heavy in past or present. No, because those are professional fighters. These guys aren't professional fighters. These guys fit a pedigree. They fit a demographic. People want to see these guys fight because they have shown that they can do something that the average person can't do. Mike Perry is a guy you do not want to fight in a bar. You don't want those problems. If we're gonna do dumb hypotheticals, who would I rather fight in a ring? I'd rather fight Mike Perry. But if I'm gonna in a bar and I'm in a situation on the street, I'd rather fight Jake Paul. Because Jake Paul's not going to do anything with his legs. Jake Paul's not going to do anything with grabbing me. He's not going to be able to do anything with, giving me whatever they call it when they choke you out. Yeah, choke you out. He ain't gonna do none of that, dog. He gonna use his hands, and that's it. Whatever his hands don't do, don't get done. Mike Perry, that dude's gonna do any and everything to win. Okay. So that's why, man. But ain't no money over there. Ain't no money in no bare knuckle fighting, man. He might be making 500 a night, if that. Okay, crazy as hell. All right, Bev, what's going on, Bev? Hey, Bev, I guess you weren't watching the WNBA too long. I sat here and watched all these fights right here, man. All of them were interesting. Hey, Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. He ain't his dad, I tell you that, man. It's just, he definitely doesn't look like he's dedicated like his father was, man. We all know Julio Cesar Chavez is the GOAT Mexican boxer. He's the absolute GOAT. Okay. But his son living the good life. Son looked like he living a good life a little bit too much. Okay. No, Raider guy said Jake Fairley, Philip, and Tommy Fury. Emilio said cringe. Tony Dale says as someone from Tampa, can a Tampa boxer fight him? Shoot, man, that girl from Tampa got her ass whooped. What was her name? Amanda beat her ass. So I don't know, Toady. I don't know what's going on down there in Tampa, man. Baby's too many. Cause I lived in Tampa for 2 days. I actually moved to Tampa and lived there for 2 days, bruh. 2 days, and then next thing you know, I was up the turnpike going to my parents' house in the Panhandle up there in Panama City Beach, because I was like, man, it wasn't really what I thought it was gonna be. All right, but them strip clubs down there, TD. Them strip clubs is for real down there in Tampa. Trust me, I know. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about. Okay, you go to Tampa, you better go to the strip clubs. Strip clubs is off the chain. All right. Shaq Jake Paul's going down when Tyson KOs him. If they fight. If they fight, bro, the longer it takes for them to fight, the more they're not gonna fight. All right. But if they do fight, Jake, you better get your ass on the treadmill. You better stop partying so much, bro. You better get you some win, because Tyson ain't gonna be playing with you. Like I said before, he might be 58 years old, man, but it's just muscle memory. You ever seen old men in the gym? Like old men who've been working out your whole life? These dudes might have a little gut on them, man, but they putting 3-4 plates up. You're like, damn, that old cat lifting it. Old man strength, man. Do not underestimate it, bro. Okay. Salute to everybody, man. Follow me on IG and X at Shaxer21. Buy the merch. Get the brand popped off. Okay. Good to see you guys on here, man. Just, come in, chop it up a little bit, talk a little craziness. On the Reddit guy, Jake Paul's not the heavyweight throne today. It's Fury and Usyk. Oh, he don't want no more Usyk. He don't want none of Usyk. He don't want none of Fury, but he don't want none Usyk. He don't want none of that. We all know Tyson Fury would beat him, because Tyson Fury is, man, come on, man. A bronze bomber would beat him, looking as bad as he's looking. Like I said, man, Jake Paul, man, and Logan Paul, salute to them. They securing that money. That money is lovely. I mean, they're gonna, by the time it's all said and done, man, they might be sitting on 300-400 million dollars, maybe a $500 million, bro. The way that they're running everything. Okay, salute to them. But this isn't boxing though. They're not getting no credit with that though. Bev says, I will never get the time back that I just wasted on Jake Paul fight. Well, look at it as entertainment, Bev. You know, look at it as entertainment. That's what I'd look at it as. You know, me being entertained is worth the time that it was wasted. It was 8 rounds. Could have been 12. It should have been 12. Okay. On the Reddit guy, Paul couldn't even defeat Tyson Fury's brother. Like I said, man, somebody who really knows how to box, man, it's going to be a problem. Okay. Jake Paul had one real fight and lost it. Facts. This is not a professional boxing. No, it isn't. Booty bang. I've done MMA before. Shek is completely different from boxing. Yeah, I got one of my boys, man, from Australia, man, is an MMA fighter that I went out to Vegas with, man, when we went to tour the Death Star and all of that. Well, actually, my other boy Nick, who went to the game with me at the Death Star, man, we went to go see New England last season. Both of these guys are MMA guys down in Melbourne, Australia. Different. There's a different fight, different situation. Those guys are like, I don't want to fight no boxer. I don't want to fight a boxer. Like, man, you guys do the boxing thing. They're like, nah, man, we use that for training and use that to. Our main goal is the grappling and the groundwork and all of that. He said, I don't want to fight no boxer, man. I get my ass kicked because I can't do the other things I want to do. It's natural. When you're getting hit in the face, the first thing you want to do is sweep your leg. First thing you get hit in booty bang, you probably know, you start getting clipped. They start clipping you with a jab. The next thing you want to do is you want to sweep your leg because it's like, hey, man, I'm getting hit. Your first reaction, sweep the leg. You can't do it because that's a violation. That's not boxing. Okay. On the Reddit guy said Jake Paul wouldn't even have a chance against Peter McNeely. Man, shoot, I'd love to see it. M said South Sudan almost got that upset. Yeah, they almost did, man. But the oldest man in professional basketball took care of that with that driving layup. Okay. Because nobody else was getting nothing done. Bron's like, I didn't come here to play around. I'm about to get my 3rd gold medal. I don't have time to play for you guys over here playing grab ass. Give me the ball, bro. Went right to the rack on his ass. Okay. 40-year-old man. Ought to be ashamed of yourself, South Sudan, to let that happen. Okay. Bev, I've seen better fights at the club parking lot and on Iguana after hours. Facts. Facts. Without question. Okay. Man, come on, Bev. I seen people get thrown. You know, right next to Iguana is the Jack in the Box. You know that. You know the Jack in the Box is right there. We used to park in the Jack in the Box parking lot to go to Iguana. I seen people getting thrown through the window at Jack in the Box. Thrown through the window to the street on San Carlos. I'm seeing some real fights. Okay. But, we can't compare that to this. Okay. I know Reddit guy. I think most Gen kids believe in Jake Paul. I mean, why wouldn't they? I mean, who's there to show them anything different? What great boxers are out right now? If you're at least, how could I say? If you're over 30 to whatever age you are, you have too many great boxers you could identify with. If you're in their 30s, you can identify with Floyd Mayweather. You can identify with the Hispanic boxers, Canelo Alvarez, all these dudes that were in there. If you get a little bit older, you're almost 40, a little bit older, 40, you can go back and you can remember Tyson, if you remember Tyson, if you're old enough, Tyson and, the Bruce Seldon fight and Tyson and Lennox Lewis and Evander Holyfield. And, you can go back and you can do all of that. And then if you're over 40 something, let's say you're 45, you might be able to remember Muhammad Ali and Larry Holmes. And then if you're over 50, matter of fact, if you're about 45, you can remember Sugar Ray Leonard and Tommy Hearns and and Marvelous Marvin Hagler, and you got all these boxers, and then because there was no MMA, bro, there was no MMA. And if you can go back even further, you're over 50, you're going to remember the Thriller in Manila. You're going to remember, you know, the Ali and Foreman, fighting in Zaire. You're going to remember, Ken Norton. You're going to remember all of those fighters, bro. You're going to remember all of that. So if you're under 30, you're 25, you're 26, you're 27, you're 21, you're 15, you're 17. What fights have you seen? What fights have you seen, bro? Biggest fights you've seen was a Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao fight, where both of these dudes are boxing more than hitting each other. You want to see blood. You're not interested in that. If you're that age, because it's not bloody, it's not gory enough. No one's getting their asses whooped. Everybody's running, as you say. How come you just don't get there and just hit each other until somebody goes to sleep? Okay? Or you go back to the Conor McGregor fight where your hero Conor McGregor got his ass whooped. So that's what it is. Most Z kids ain't like no boxing. Now my son might like boxing because his father watches it. Okay, but man, I'm just to be honest with you. Okay, S7 said Mike was in Mexico yesterday. Yeah, Mike Tyson probably ain't gonna fight this dude, man. I really don't think it's a good idea for him to fight him, dog. Because all you're gonna do is you beat him. Jake Paul has all. It's a win-win for him. Jake Paul get his ass whooped. Well, it was Mike Tyson. Jake Paul win. Well, it was Mike Tyson. I mean, somebody eating off of your clout, Mike. Somebody's eating off of your legacy. Eating off of your legacy, bro. Okay. I mean, you got friends that'll just give you money, man. Why don't one of these billionaires just be like, Mike, look, I'm gonna pay you not to fight him, dog. Mike wants to fight the kid, but man, you give Mike enough money and be like, Mike, here's 30 million, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't even trip. You ain't gotta fight him. Ben Weevil's pro said it took Jake 6 rounds to end the fight with a dude that has zero guard because that Mike Perry dude, that dude is certifiable. That dude Mike Perry is a lunatic. Okay, and I'm telling you guys that not in a way that is going to put him in jail for doing something with the police. I'm not talking like that kind of lunatic. I'm talking about the dude who does not have any type of safety for himself. Anybody that's reckless like that, you don't want to fight. You don't want to catch up. You don't want to have an argument. You don't want to spill a beer on him. You don't want to pinch his girl's butt. You don't want to, that dude is going, you're going to have to put him down, bro. You're going to have to put him down. You're just going to turn into something else. That dude was getting his ass kicked and he was getting right up. He was not stopping. I'm not changing my stuff. I'm not putting my guard up. I'm not letting my hands go. I'm just going to look for one punch to put you on your ass. And you know what? Maybe it would have happened if it wasn't 8 rounds. Okay? Just saying. Booty bang. You know Roy Jones Jr.? I interviewed Roy Jones Jr. Yes. His father and my father were stationed at the same naval base in Florida back during Vietnam. So yeah, come on, booty bang. You talking to the guy that interviewed K Dot, bro. You come on, man. This is Shaq. All right? Don't be surprised. Jesse Murrow said Tyson got me by a decade and I wouldn't fight him. Nah, I wouldn't fight Mike, man. Mike's not that. My boy, one of my good friends, does all his security detail here in L.A. When Tyson come to L.A., he does all his security detail. I never met Mike Tyson, but said Mike's cool. Mike's cool, man. He's cool, laid back. Mike ain't doing all of that, man. He's chilling, man. So, even when somebody challenges him, he's not even doing all of that. I don't know if you guys remember seeing the when Mike Tyson was at the casino, not casino, but it was the comedy store here, a comedy show, and this dude on stage when Mike was doing this thing, and the dude on stage was talking crazy. On the audience was talking crazy and to pull the gun out on Mike. Mike was just like, "Hey, bro, just sit down, chill." Blah. Mike wasn't even tripping. Wound up giving him a hug after. Like I said. So Mike don't live that life no more. He's Muslim. He's cleaned himself up. But hey, man, for a bag, yeah, we can do that. Okay. Murtha said they're not actually hitting each other though. It's completely staged. The winner's already known. I mean, it's entertainment, man. I don't care about it. A lot of you guys really care about things being staged, but you guys watch everything. That's what I don't understand about the staged people. You guys say the Super Bowl staged, this stage, that stage, everything is staged, the election staged, everything's staged, but you're spectators to the whole thing. Like if you know it's staged, why watch it? Why support it? You know, it's just entertainment to me, man. It ain't life or death. I put it in its place. I put it in its proper place. If something that I look at and I say it's rigged or whatever in my head, what am I doing? Am I losing money? Am I getting emotionally attached and involved? Let everybody else be the sheep. Long as I know what it is, as long as I know what it is, it's cool. But if everybody else wants to believe it, it's cool. People believe in Santa Claus, the Easter Bunny, the Great Pumpkin, the Tooth Fairy. Let them believe it. Okay. Tony Dale talking to Unknown Raider. Okay. Ben Weevil talking to Murtha. It's not Rick Perry, just cannot box. That's true. He just can't box. He can't box, bro. Okay, you ain't live, Ben Weevil. He can't box, man. I mean, dude was just getting his ass kicked. He was like a walking punching bag that punches back. Yeah, so I'd rather play Mike Tyson's Punch Out than to watch a White Power fight. Hey, it's on, Biff. It's on. All I got to do is put on dance and that's it. I ain't got to do nothing else. All I got to do is go to my channels, click until it gets a pay-per-view, boop, and it's there. I ain't got to do nothing. I ain't got to pay. I ain't got to do nothing. And the next fight's going to be on Netflix. And you know what that means? I'm going to be watching it. I'm going to watch all this stuff, dog. I'm going to stay entertained. Okay. Yeah. And Cuts in the house. What's going on, Skillet? Skillet in the house, man. Skillet said, man, the cruiserweight division in boxing would murder him, especially when he holds a WBC belt. Like I said, man, this guy is not trying to sell to you, Ant Cuts. You are a boxing savant. You are a guy who tells me about boxing matches and keeps me aware of what's going on. I know boxing, but you know it better than me. Okay, I'm just a fan, but you're a fanatic. Because I ain't watching all these little dudes. Oh, you be out, Shaq. Yeah, you gonna watch this guy, man. This guy, blah, blah, blah. This guy, Boo Boo the Fool, man. Boo Boo the Fool on the come up, man. You start watching his fights. You always telling me that, dog. I don't be paying attention to cats until they get into my radar. You be knowing cats when they still, fighting in golden gloves, man. So you would know better than me about these other dudes. All I know is Jake Paul and Logan Paul are good at taking everybody's money, but they didn't take our money in because we know we didn't get our money taken at all. Okay. Murthy said it's faked. Jake Paul's not actual boxer. Why did Mike join the UFC if Mike wants to fight again? Because that's not what Mike Tyson does. It's not what Mike Tyson does, dog. Is anybody asking Tom Brady to go play baseball if he wants to make some money? No. Like, Tom Brady is a GOAT football player. What's he going to do? Anything that has involving football. He's going to get on this Fox show. He's going to get his $400 million check. He's going to do the color commentating, and that's what he's going to do. He's not going to training camp to play baseball. So why did Mike Tyson got to go do something that he doesn't do? He's not a UFC fighter. He's a boxer. If I can make 20, 25, 30 million to get in a ring with a guy who doesn't know what the hell he's doing, hey, why not? Why do I need to go to UFC to prove something to you guys? Mike Tyson hasn't swept his leg and kicked nobody in his life. I guarantee you Mike Tyson has never kicked anybody in a fight, whether it be a street fight or anything else. Okay? Mike is hitting you with his hands. He's letting his hands go. All right. Yeah, Deontay Wilder would straight break his face open. Okay. Prez, the investor, said he fought a dude with zero defense. That shouldn't even count. It doesn't. It wasn't sanctioned. Prez, the investor, said it looked like he was beating on a drunk. I wouldn't say that. I give Mike Perry a lot more credit than that. Mike Perry was getting clipped and he was getting right up. Okay? Mike Perry's not to be played with. That's a guy. Apologize quick. Like, hey, step on Mike Perry? Oh, man, I'm sorry, Mike Perry, dog. I didn't even know it was you, bruh. Trust me, if it wasn't you, I wouldn't be apologizing, man. What are you drinking, bruh? What is your girl drinking, dog? What's your homies drinking? Man, Mike Perry is not to be played with. Okay. Yeah, the Fury brothers beat his ass. Said Jake Paul on his way to the Hall of Fame. Which Hall of Fame? Okay, the Hustlers Hall of Fame. Yeah, they'll be there. Okay, they'll be at the Hustlers Hall of Fame because he hustling everybody that ain't me. Okay, Ghost outside. Mike Perry had his hands down the whole time. Yep, and he still did not really get slept, which shows me you do that with any other fighter. You're walking around like that. It would have been barbecue chicken. It wouldn't have took 6 rounds to knock his ass out. Okay, so he literally walked into an ass whooping. I agree. Believe it will go 12 rounds if Tyson wins. I don't know if they're even going to do 12 rounds. They probably only do 7 or 8. Okay. Yeah. It would not be fair for Mike to box Jake Paul. Charles Carter's gone, his ability and his legs. Like I said, I don't want to see Tyson do it. But if Tyson does it, I expect Tyson to beat him. I don't want to see him do it. But hey, what I want ain't on the menu. Okay, salute to the Unfiltered Nation, Unfiltered Fam. What's going on, Carlos Sanchez? Glenn Pastoris announced that Floyd agreed to have a no-win match. You think Tyson would also agree to the outcome that he wants? It all depends. Jake Paul is the one that's going to be the A side. It ain't going to be Tyson. Tyson is a legend and everyone knows in the name recognition. But as far as who's putting the fight together and what who's going to make the money on the promotion, what promotion companies doing all of that, it's going to be Jake Paul and them, dog. Jake Paul is the one that's going to be collecting the money. He's the one writing Mike Tyson a check. It ain't the opposite way. Yeah, it's all good. I'm just reading you guys' comments. Okay. Yeah, Booty Bang, I just read what you said. That's funny. Carl said that boy got rocked, but yeah, man, salute to him. He was making it pop. Okay. He was definitely making it pop. Jake Paul would not stand a chance versus Holyfield. I agree. Mike Perry would use his teeth. Mike Perry would do anything. I play around with Mike Perry if you want to, dog. Mike Perry is far more dangerous than Jake Paul. Okay, just straight up, just on the street. Okay, yeah, he wouldn't stand a chance against Ali, any of those fighters, man. Said Tim Z said, the fight was cool, bro. Tim Z, I'm afraid for Tyson. My man is old. I'm not afraid for Tyson at all. I'm not afraid. After what I just saw a 27-year-old man out there breathing hard, bro. Breathing hard and wasn't even getting hit as much as he's gonna get hit with Tyson. And I'm trying to tell you, I don't feel sorry for him at all. Okay. It's crazy as hell. Booty Bang said Tyson has all the experience. He does. Tip the bartender like the video. I make my money on my mind, Mike. But the kid is okay tonight. Nah, he's fighting a guy who can't fight. Yusuf said, I like to see Jake Paul fight Badu Jack. He knows who to fight. Okay. Booty Bang. In MMA, it's all rounded. In boxing, it's all standing up. Facts. Mike was like, let me not have a defense. Yeah, let me just get on there and just get hit. Okay. It's crazy as hell. Max says, why do you ever think, why they can't get nothing done? Can't be at some defense. He might have been able to drain that tank. I agree. Okay. Hammer time in the house. You ever been to Australia? Nah, I never been there. I just got homies. My homies are from there. I've never been to Australia. They didn't invite me, though. They didn't invite me to come down there, man. I'm going to go down there one day. One day I'll go. Tim C. Perry didn't do the work. Nah, he didn't. He just walked into the ring and started fighting. Okay. Rick Cervantes, what's up? Just finished watching the fight. How you doing? Yeah, Central Valley, Tulare. Yeah, it was cool, man. It was cool. I mean, it was entertaining, man. I like being entertained, especially when it doesn't cost me anything. Great. Okay. Max said, I used to sit in the Jack in the Box parking lot. And I saw someone get thrown through the window at San Carlos Avenue. I mean, all the time. All the time. That big ass. I went to San Jose State. So it's a walk over. That's from the dorms. It's a walk over there, y'all. Okay, walk to Jack in the Box. Jack in the Box was the only thing that was open. That and Iguana, that was it. And nothing else was open. Okay, you ain't go over there, man. Somebody was always getting thrown through that big ass window, bro. And they would it seemed like every other week they was putting a new window in. I'm just like, why don't you guys just throw some plexiglass up here? Nope. I mean, getting thrown through that window and that damn the glass door all the time in Jack in the Box, bro. All the time, dog. Okay. Tim Z said he's 45. Like I said, you know what boxing is. Jake Paul is clearly the greatest heavyweight boxer, skill for skill, under 35 years old. Okay, I mean, I don't agree at all. Hammer Time says South Bend had a decent guard on their team. Yeah, they had a decent guard on their team, but who are the guards for USA? I think Steph Curry, the greatest shooter of a basketball known to man, is on that team. I think Anthony Edwards, the best basketball player under the age of 24 years old, is on that team. I think Kevin Durant, who is known to be one of the greatest scorers to ever play, is on that team. We can keep going on and on and on. But it took the guy who everyone tells me that he needs to retire to say, man, enough with this crap. I'm 40 years old. I'm driving to the basket. Nothing you can do to win that game. And then they still almost lost it because they weren't playing defense. Okay, I don't know what Steve Kerr's got them guys doing. Okay. All right. Yeah, grew up watching your man Tyson. Me too, man. Have you seen the movie Horizon yet? No, I haven't. Yeah, you guys keep talking about Jake Paul. All right. Hagler was great, and Sugar Ray just waited him out. Dude, that fight, that Sugar Ray Leonard and Marvin Hagler fight in my neighborhood, there was only one guy in the entire neighborhood whose dad paid for that fight. Okay, because it wasn't happening. You might have had HBO, but family wasn't paying for that, dog, and they had that kind of money, bruh. All right, you lucky if you had HBO. Okay, but you wasn't paying. Back then it was $100-something back then. But one of the homies, man, rest in peace to my boy Damon. His father was a huge fight guy, and usually people who had that going on, they wasn't gonna let all these people in their house. We literally, the entire neighborhood was in this guy's house. We were all in there, dog. I mean, it was packed. And if you couldn't get into, and this is like it was like a three bedroom house. How you walk in the house, older houses that were built in the early 70s. You'd have the main level would be here, then you'd have an upstairs, and then you'd have a little down where the den is at, where you'd have to go down the stairs to the den, and the den's down here. But it's mid-level. When you walk in, it's mid-level, so the kitchen and all that's up here, living room, then when you get to the family room, it's down. And he had one of the first big screen TVs, okay? Not the ones we got now, but the dot matrix ones or whatever. Man, everybody damn near in that neighborhood was there. They were either standing outside. He lifted up all the windows. They were standing all around the windows. We were sitting on damn near standing on top of each other in the living room, standard room only, the backyard. He opened that up. Man, we were all there for Hagler and Sugar Ray Leonard. And in my neighborhood, it was split. The older cats, the cats that are a little bit older than us, they love Hagler. Loved Hagler. They didn't like Sugar Ray because they said Sugar Ray was running around trying to be cute, and Hagler was more gangster and blah, blah, blah. Plus they was mad because Sugar Ray beat up their boy Tommy Hitman Hearns, who was another dude. So the older cats like those guys that were one-hit quitters. They gonna knock you clean out, and us younger cats, we grew up with Sugar Ray. We're like, man, Sugar Ray, dog, are you crazy, man? You little niggas don't know what y'all talking about. All right. So we're in the house, man, and we're watching that entire fight, man. It had to be at least 100 people trying to be in the house, bro. At least 100 people trying to be in the house, bro. And that was a great fight, man. But Sugar Ray was still in the rounds at the end, and they were getting he's just flurrying at the end. Yeah, Hagler won that round. Man, end of that fight when Hagler lost that, man, they was mad, bro. It's like, let me get out of here before these older cats want to start trying to beat up some of us younger guys. Let me get up out of here. But yeah, that was a great fight. Great fight. Max said by the end of the year he will have beaten Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury. Uh, Man, maybe beating him to the bank. He might beat him to the bank, but he ain't beating him no other way. Okay. All right. Tim said, my man Holyfield 97. Yeah. Tyson Holyfield 97. That was a great fight too. Okay. Jake Paul's undefeated. I mean, hey, I mean, come on, dog. I mean, there's teams that are your bowling league might be your team in your bowling league might be undefeated. I don't see you guys out there bowling in the professionals. Like I said, man, you could have a softball team and be undefeated. Who cares? Okay. Nobody under 35 years old over 200 pounds matches up well against Jake Paul. Man, come on, dog. Anthony Joshua beat the brakes off that dude. Okay. He beat the brakes off of him. And for him to make the money, he's got to move up. He can't stay in no cruiserweight and stay there and be the man there. He has to move up, bro. He had to move down to fight this guy. Like, where are you guys getting this from? You think Jake Paul can just, his walk around weight is 220, 230. That's heavyweight. That's heavyweight. He ain't gonna be sitting down there in no cruiserweight. He had to struggle to get his ass down to 200. He's not naturally 200. So I don't know where y'all getting that from. He's gonna have to move his ass up because ain't nobody gonna keep paying him to fight these tomato cans. He's gonna have to get in there and fight somebody who could box. And you know what? He's gonna get his ass whooped. Okay. All right. Okay. Danny Crusoe said Mike is too damaged for brain damage to fight Jake Paul. How are you? Where are you getting brain damaged from? Where are you getting brain damage from? I see Mike Tyson on his podcast talking just fine. I don't know where you guys are making stuff up, man. Stop making up stuff. Okay? Mike Tyson is not brain damaged. I see that man on interviews and talking and sitting down and having conversations with no problem. Not stuttering, not shaking or any of that. Okay? I don't know where y'all getting this from, dog. Okay. Crazy as hell. Tim Z, what's going on? Okay, you know you're Tim Z. He's all good. All right. Yeah, I'm just reading you guys, man. Reading you guys' comments. A lot of you guys, y'all laughs, bruh. Okay. Max said this Matthew Shack really knows how to yap, huh? Yeah, look at my subscribers, Max. I guarantee you don't even have 100. Yeah, I definitely know how to talk. Why you think everyone's on here? Why are you on here? Why are you on here? Okay. As a matter of fact, man. As a matter of fact, let me go ahead and show you how this works over here, bro. Now you see him. Now you don't. Okay. You see what happens when amateurs come over here, man. Trim, you was dragging this guy. Now he's trying to come at me. I mean, hey, man, you know, you coming at the king, you bet not miss. All right. I took care of Max. I don't worry about Max. Max is gone. Max is gone to his 0 subscribers that he has. Like I said, man, you guys were over here, bro. We have guys that can really chop it up. Like you guys are definitely got the gift of gab and you know how to get at people. This dude came over here, thought it was going to be easy pickings, and he got dragged. He got absolute drug over here. Tim Z was dragging him. Then he wants to be mad at me because he's over on here getting dragged. Like I said, man, you can't make this stuff up, doc. Okay, let's just get rid of his ass. Like I said, he's gone now. There's nothing he can do. Okay? Absolutely out of here. All right, don't take that much. Jesse Murrow said Nate Diaz isn't a boxer. No, he isn't. But I like Nate Diaz because he's from Stockton. He's from Northern Cali. Okay, he's from San Joaquin Valley. I like Nate Diaz. I like his dad more than him. I like Nate Diaz's pops more than I like Nate. Because Nate Diaz's pops is a guy who used to be getting it in back in the 70s. He used to be there fighting at bars and doing all of that. Okay. Danny Cruz said, if you think the fight was staged, you're retarded. Well, somebody has to be stupid. Okay, strictly facts. Yeah, we took care of him, strictly. We took care of him, dog. Okay, but yeah, man, Tim Z, y'all was dragging him. Now he's talking about I'm yapping, but he's on our channel. Like, come on, dog. Get back to the frapping session that you got, bruh. Like I said, if you don't got Crisco, then you might want to use some of your grandmother's olive oil, but extra virgin olive oil is probably perfect for somebody like him. But that's expensive, dog. So don't get caught with it. Grandma slapped the mess out of you, dog. Okay. Just took care of him, dog. Yeah, you were dragging him. Tim Z, man, sub the channel, dog. I need savages like you in the chat, bruh. Like just straight, just beat them down, man. Beat them into a pulp. Okay. Chris Leonard said all these fights are comical. Seriously, Paul hasn't fought anyone. As anyone legit has all been fighters. Dude never once protected himself. Just walked into it all. Yeah, man, but that's him, dog. That's him, dog. That's the guy that's not going. He's like, hey, man, I'm gonna walk in here and I'm gonna beat everybody up, and I'm not even going. I'm not even gonna let nobody not hit me. Okay. Yeah, Max. Yeah, Max. Like I said before, man, Max comes in here, bruh, and he wants to get bad at everybody, man, because he found out his girl's pregnant by his best friend, so he's mad, But it is what it is. Okay. Jesse said, "How my 8-year-old son Max get on here?" Jesse, you know that your son is way smarter than him. Okay, this guy, you couldn't spell cat if you spotted him. The C and the T, he couldn't spell it. Okay, all right. Strictly facts. Paul and Perry was on pay-per-view. Yeah, it was on the Zone. Okay, it's on the Zone. Yeah, like I said, man, it was already. You got to chill on me. Max out of here. Took care of him. Yeah, like I said before, though, be delusional people. You gotta let delusional people be delusional, man. Somebody has to walk around here to show you what not to be like. I mean, somebody has to show it what it is. Yeah, man, funny as hell. All right, this definitely took him out. Look, all that. You guys were killing him, man. Jesse Murrow was killing him on No Raider guy. You guys were smashing on this guy. God, hit the like button, subscribe, chill. Let's go. Yeah, man. Like that dude is probably in the ninth grade, bruh. Trying to figure out his mother's gonna take him out tomorrow to go buy his school clothes. Man, that guy's probably a 12-year-old, man. These guys ain't grown him in at all. Okay. Yeah. We don't worry, I took care of him, man. How can you donate to the channel? Several different ways, man. Number one, you can super chat me, but if you can't do that, then you can send me on Snapchat at Shaxter21. Okay, I mean $ Shaxter21. Bev, if you could put it up. Okay, or another thing I'm gonna have you guys start doing, man, is you can hit me on PayPal as well. I'll give Bev that. So that's the best ways to do it, man. But right now, if you can't do the super chat, hit me on Cash App, man. Okay, $ShackSter. Appreciate you, Tank. Anything you could do is always well appreciated. Okay, yeah, man. Like I said, man, these guys come on here, bruh, and they get served up. Okay, yeah. Hit the $ next to your chat box. That's the best way. Appreciate it. Okay, yeah, it's funny as hell, man, seeing these guys. Russell Lewis in the house. Yeah, I took care of him, dog. Like I said, there's always somebody that I have to slap them around, bruh. Sapayow. Look how quick that is. It slap you right in the mouth. I mean, come on, dog, man. You can't come over here and thinking that you're not going to get slapped in the mouth, dog. It's like, thank you, sir. Can I have another? Psh. Thank you, sir. Can I have another? Psh. Like, come on, man. Like, you guys aren't busting the grape over here. Okay, Rabin, what's going on, Rabin, man? I like that. I like that green writing. That means you're a member. Okay, I love it. Perry was getting smacked the entire fight. He was, bro. But let's not act like he didn't. He kind of wobbled Jake a little bit, dog. 1 or 2 times he did clip him, and I'm like, okay. Jake Paul should not have gotten hit at all. Why was Jake leaking? Why was Jake Paul leaking? Did you guys see that man leaking, bro? Okay. Come on, dog. Leaking. All right. His whole eyebrow looked like he had some what was it? Some Louisiana hot sauce was dripping down. Okay. All right. You could put some on his cornbread with his collard greens and some catfish, which sounds really good right now, to be honest. Come on, dog. All right. Mike Tyson. If this dude opened him up, Tyson's gonna open him up. Okay, there he is right there. Hey, hey, dollar sign Shaq's the 21 on the Cash App, homies. Right? Babe said, always talking about slapping. Hey man, come on, dog. Ain't nothing. That's the most demeaning thing a man can do to another man is slap the hell out of him, dog. Slapping a man slapping another man is the most demeaning thing that can happen, because you're you're not even respecting him as a man. Because if you fight a man, you're supposed to have your fists up. You just walk around just slapping him, and then if you're pimp slapping them, you're backhanding them. That's even worse. Okay. Okay. I don't care who it is. Don't never let a man slap you. Okay. Because that right there, that shows no respect. Okay. None. Okay. So when I say I'm gonna slap the hell out of you, that means I don't respect you as a man. You're not a man to me. I don't hit women, but I don't slap nobody. I don't slap kids. I don't slap women. I don't slap animals, but you worthy to be slapped, homie. And the way I slap you is I just block you from my channel. I'll let you say what you got to say, and then your mouth is going to get you slapped. And you get slapped with that. You have been blocked. That's it. There ain't no coming back. Got to open up a whole new account, bruh. You got to spend that time opening up a brand new channel to even talk to us. You can't beat us, man. It's like, man, you got to know what it is, bruh. Read the room. Okay. Yeah, Z said, Robert said he did wanting more, left that jab Paul a little bit too quick. Jake Paul's, like I said, he's athletic, bruh. He's athletic. I think he might be a better athlete than Logan. Logan is just bigger, older and more seasoned. But I think Jake Paul's a better athlete. He's a hell of an athlete, bro. He's a hell of an athlete. If Jake Paul would really be 100% focused on boxing, I don't think he'd be a champion, but he could be somebody that can be a contender and be in there doing stuff. But why do all of that, bro? I mean, he blew up on YouTube. Him and his brother blew up on YouTube. I mean, they make so much money on YouTube, it's ridiculous. They had the #1 YouTube channel in 2017, 18, 19, 20. Then he came over here and he's making boxing money. Now he's selling products, and it's just a way for him to promote himself. It's not lucrative enough. Okay, it's not lucrative enough for him to be boxing. I think I'm gonna, maybe give him maybe a couple of more years. He is kind of old at 27. Maybe box for about another 3 years till he gets 30, and that's it, bro. Just roll it into a promotion company. Go get you some real fighters, promote them, and make the promotion money. Why get in there and get pummeled like that? Bev says cornmeal battered red snapper sounds so good right now. Come on, man. Bev is all good. All good. Man. With some clean grease, Bev. Not like a lot of them places, man, to be having the same grease, man. If the grease ain't clean, then the chicken, then the catfish and the snapper ain't gonna taste great. You have to change the grease. Okay, you gotta be having that grease in there, be cooking that stuff all day. Grease be brown. I mean, it don't even be golden anymore. It just be brown. Okay. All right. Vishal said, why did Perry win Southpaw? That's when it all went downhill. He went south. It's the same thing that happened with the H2O cat. You start getting cute. You don't stick to your game plan, man. It's really hard, because like Mike Tyson said, everybody has a plan till you get punched in the mouth. And once you get punched in the mouth, man, a few times you start not believing in your game plan, and then you're like, well, let me just switch to southpaw, and then you get clipped because that wasn't in the game plan. Wasn't in the game plan for you to go southpaw, bro, at all. Okay, you switching up. That was something you did because you were getting your face beat in, instead of sticking to your game plan and believing your game plan, bro. All right. Same thing happens in any other sport. It happens in football or whatever, or basketball. It's like, okay, man, we're gonna pound the boards. We're gonna get the ball inside, get them into foul trouble, dog. Yeah, they might be hoisting threes and pulling away for a little bit, but once we get these guys in foul trouble, we can go to the paint because there ain't gonna be no rim protectors. But if they're hitting threes, then next thing you know, you're like, damn, man, we're still losing by 15. I got to start hitting threes too. and you start bricking them, then that's empty possessions. So, that's what happened. What happened is he went against from the game plan. I guarantee you his trainer didn't tell him to do that. I guarantee you his trainer never told him to jump into a southpaw stance until he said to do it. And he did it and he got hit. And that was it. Rapping in the house, man, good. Okay, babe, so spitting in somebody's face is disrespectful. That's without saying no. I mean, spitting in somebody's face is you need to die for doing that. Okay, slapping can get you definitely getting something happen to you. But you spit in somebody's face, you might as well just be you just asking to be taken out at that point. But it's not as that's rare. For somebody to spit on you is kind of rare. It's not as common as somebody slapping the hell out of you, dog. Like I can name on maybe on one hand how many times I've seen somebody spit on somebody. And when I did see it, it was always a female spitting on a dude. It was never a dude spitting on another dude. I never seen that. I seen somebody saying slap the hell out of your ass though. Okay. Yeah, you guys in there talking. Great Pumpkin. Never heard that one. Yeah, you gotta watch Charlie Brown, man. Watch Charlie Brown. See Kingdom in the house. Okay, that's Charlie Brown, baby boy. Like I said, you got to be a certain age, man. Booty Bang ain't that old, man. That's why he didn't know that when he didn't know the Great Pumpkin. I mean, like I said, man, being at a certain age, you have certain mind share and certain things that you remember and you'll know if you say it. But younger generation, they don't know all of that. Rabbit said, "What sports did you play growing up? Basketball, football. I ran track in high school. That's it. I should have played baseball, man, but I didn't. I wasn't interested in catching the ball. I was only interested in hitting the ball and running around the bases and stealing the bases. I wasn't interested in getting out there catching them. Okay, I'm like, I'm kind of cool on the catching thing, standing out there in the heat, not moving around, dog. Bugs biting you and all of that, man. Waiting for a pop fly. I wasn't into that, dog. Okay. All right. Manny Pacquiao was real. Yeah, it was real. Okay. Vincent Bill said, "Mama said never spit on anyone ever." Yeah, man, you spit on somebody, dog. Get what you get, dog. You get what you get doing that. Okay. You might spit on somebody, man, and you think it's all good, man, till you try to cross the street to your car. You're be like, be on some John Wick shit. Your ass is flipping over the entire car because they didn't hit you and they hit you like you was a deer in the road, and you flipped over the back. I tell you, man, you spit on somebody, man, it's all bad, dog. Like, no. You definitely want something to happen to you, man, really bad. Okay, trust me. All right, spit on somebody. You don't even see that. Watch when you see it in the movies, man. When you see it in the movies, man, it's like they have a little run in, and then so you walk into the bar or whatever, you're talking to somebody's girl, or you walking in the bar and they come over to the table and they come over to your bar, like, sit down. What do you? You're in the wrong place, boy. Blah 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 blah. Oh man, I'm just gonna listen. Can I get my drink? Da, da, da. They have a bunch of banter back and forth, conversation, and all of that. And then guy went, "What you want to do?" He's like, "Man, I'm not doing nothing, man. I'm just gonna go ahead and go. Okay, good seeing you guys." And then the dude spits on him. Then the guy get his ass whooped. Every movie that happens, but every movie that somebody gets spit on, tell me what time when a guy spit on somebody in the movie and they can get his ass whooped. Every time somebody spit on somebody, they got their ass whooped. I'll tell you right now, my favorite scene when somebody spit on another dude was Sherlock Holmes, man. The first one with Robert Downey Jr. and Jude Law. Love that. I need for them to make the third one, bro. I love that. I love those two movies, bro. That first one, okay, when he was in there and he was doing a little street fighting in there, dog, and he was in there street fighting, and then old girl, the old little thief broad that was always stealing from him, and his mouth was wide open because she had that gushy, and she was putting it on his ass, and she came in there and she winked at him, and he was like, "Okay, I got to go." And then the dude was trying to fight, and the dude spit on Robert Downey, back of Robert Downey's head. Remember that? I mean, he was getting his ass whooped, spit him in the back of his head. And then he said, "First, I break his jaw. Second, second, I throw the napkin. Third, I twist around, and he had it all planned out, dog. And then he spit, and he looked like that, and the dude laughed, and he said, "Pop, pop, 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 pow!" Went over there, took the buddy, rolled it up, man, took the drink, and went over there and went with the girl. Every time somebody spits on somebody, they get their ass whooped. Okay, all right. That's what it is. All right. So yeah, Bev, spitting is bad, but hey man, slapping somebody, that's funny though. Keep it gangster. Tim said that was a cool movie. I love that movie, bro. I love that movie, man. That they just need to go ahead and make some more of those. I think that's was by what was his name? Guy Madonna's ex-husband. What's his name? Guy, I can't think of his last name. The director. They need to do three, man. That those first two. The second one was more strategic, but that first one, dog. That first one was good, man. You know, and there's never been an American speak English dialect as good as Robert Downey Jr. Man, Robert Downey Jr. Yeah, Guy Ritchie. I knew it was Guy something. Yeah, yeah, he used to be married to Madonna, man. Man, can't no American. Robert Downey Jr. is from here. His accent is good as hell. I mean, because he did Chaplin. He did Chaplin way back in the day, man. Guy. When he did Chaplin like 30 something years ago. But his accent is, if somebody who actually goes to England and goes to London like me, his accent's good, dog. His accent is really good. Some people say, "Oh, his accent's so bad." Dude, his accent is good. Okay. Cause Jude Law is English. Everybody that's acting in there is English, bruh. And even Jude Law said his accent is great. So I'm not gonna listen to some American talking about it. If you're not from Brixton, your ass ain't from Westminster, your ass ain't from, Liverpool, you're not from Manchester, you're not from nowhere. Okay. Your ass is from Walla Walla, Washington, talking about somebody's accent. His accent is hella good, dog. Robert Downey Jr. accent is excellent. Okay. Because people who are actually Londoners and English people and from the UK said his accent is great. All right. But yeah, that was a great movie, man. Yeah. Script, Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. Yeah, man. I think, if I ain't mistaken, just Timsy, just to let you know that I am an intellectual. Let's not get it messed up. I think Arthur Conan Doyle also is the creator of Tarzan, if I'm not mistaken. I think he is. I think Arthur Conan Doyle did Tyson. And let me know if I'm right or not. But hey man, I studied. Okay, I actually paid attention. Okay, but some people come on here, man. They see a black man on here and they think, oh man, he don't know what he's talking about. And then I start talking, and then they're mad. They say I'm yapping. Oh no, I ain't yapping, dog. It's just that you didn't expect a brother to know what I know. But with that being said, Robert Downey Jr. man killed that, man. I might just turn that on tonight. And then the music was off the chain, man. The music was off the chain, bro. God. But yeah, man. Yeah, babe. Spitting on somebody, man. That's you got to get your ass whooped for that. God. Yeah, Yorkshire. We can keep going on and on and on and on, bro. Okay, he did kill that accent. I don't know why these people was in there trying to clown, because they found out he was an American. It's just like, man. Just like like we do over here, man. It's Matthew Shack Unfiltered. We switch gears real quick. You might start having things fly over your head, and you don't know what we're talking about unless you're smart, well versed in a lot of different subjects. But you'd be surprised how many English actors come over here and just take all the roles, bro. They come over here. They got our accents down. A lot of people didn't even know that these people are from England. They didn't even know they're from London. Okay. Like Idris Elba. So many people did not know that he was from London because he was in The Wire and he played Stringer Bell in The Wire, and he had that Baltimorean accent down. Like David Owalo, he's another guy who comes over. He played in Selma and plays a lot of American roles. He's from London. I mean, all these people come over here, take all the parts. Okay. But to have a American go over to England and take some parts, that means something. Okay. Yeah, he is a great actor, Vincent Mills. Okay, Robert Downey. Man, I ain't gonna lie. Don Dillon says easier for Brits to sound American. You know why it's easier for Brits to sound American? Because British people watch American television and watch American movies. How do you think? I met so many people from so many different countries or different parts of the world that come over here and they learn English by watching movies and watching TV. We put out so much information. We put out so much info. Plus, a lot of schools in other countries, they learn English. So if you grew up in India or you grew up in certain parts of Hong Kong or China or these other countries, Japan, they teach English simultaneously with their language. Man, it's an elective over here. To learn Spanish is an elective that you'll get by the time you get an elective in Spanish, you're in high school. You didn't have no Spanish courses your formative years. You didn't have none when you was in elementary school. You didn't have no Spanish class at all. You didn't have no Spanish, French, or German or any of that. You were in middle school, you didn't have that. You were a freshman and a sophomore, you didn't have that. You didn't get those kind of classes unless you were in a gifted program. You were what we used to call MGM back when I was in school, mentally gifted minors. That's what it used to be called, MGM. And if you were an MGM student, okay, yeah, you can get exposed to that. But if you were just a regular student who was there, who was basically shooting spitballs at the cute girl, bro, because she didn't like you, okay, you didn't take no damn classes until you was a junior or senior in high school. It's elective. Man, that's why they come over here and they know how to speak perfect English, bro. They might speak with an accent. They might speak with a little bit of a dialect, but they know English, bro, better than you. They know how to read it, write it. Okay. They know all of that, bro. They know what you mean. They know the slang terms. They know all of that. All right. So that's why it's easier for them to come over here. Who watches BBC? I do. But who watches it? Do I sound British? No. Okay. But you're right. It's easier for them because they watch our television shows. I get BBC on my TV, man. I watch it if there's something on it that I want to watch. But when I was younger, it was hard for me to understand. It was hard for me to understand their accent. I could hear it clearly now, but I used to watch Benny Hill, man. Remember Benny Hill? Benny Hill running around, chasing some girls around. That's what I liked because he used to be running around and being a little freak, trying to run around, catch these little trumpets running around. Okay, watch that like real late at night, man. Family's asleep. I just cut on the TV, man. At 12 o'clock, see Benny Hill chasing girls around. But understanding what they were saying was hard to understand because it was real thick. Now that I've been over there, I can understand them fine. Okay. Tim Z said, "No, you are, sir. Yes, you too, Tim Z, man. I appreciate you, Tim Z. If you ain't sub the channel, man. I like the way you took out Max. That Max cat was running for his life, bro. Okay, you had him running for his life. All right. Vincent Mills came out of the mud twice. Facts. I didn't like Robert Downey Jr., bro. The first time I ever seen Robert Downey Jr. was in Weird Science, man. I remember him in Weird Science, and he was messing with my boy Gary and Wyatt. Remember Gary and Wyatt, man, from Weird Science. That was my favorite movie, dog. I knew that entire movie, bro. I knew the entire dialogue. That movie would come on. Me and my little brother, we would say every line in that movie from the beginning all the way to the end. We knew every line, the timing, everything. I didn't like him then because of what he was doing with my boys Gary and Wyatt. And then when he was, what was he on? Murphy Brown. When he was on Murphy Brown, he was having all those drug problems and all of that. And he kept getting second and third chances and other people weren't getting any chances. I didn't like him, dog. I didn't like him until I started seeing him in some other movies, and I'm like, man, this guy's gifted. Like this guy's gifted, man. Like I don't like him. I love him now, dog. But I didn't like him, but I had to respect his authority. That dude acting was off the chain. Okay, I'm like, man, this guy's a good actor. He's a drug addict, but this guy's a good actor. He just started wearing me down, bro. Just by his performances, by his roles. Remember when he was in when he really started showing me his acting after when later on when he was with Tommy Lee Jones and they did the U.S. Marshals. Remember that when they were chasing Wesley Snipes? Remember? See, like I said, man, a lot of these guys come over here, Maxes and these guys, they can't come over here and talk with us over here, dog. Okay, we're building our empire with people that actually can think. Man, when he was on there and he played the bad guy in there with Tommy Lee Jones, he was going blow for blow with Tommy Lee Jones. And we all know Tommy Lee Jones is Academy Award winning actor. We all know Tommy Lee Jones ain't to be played with. Robert Downey Jr. was going toe to toe in that movie with Tommy Lee Jones, bro. And I saw that movie in the movie theater with a little shooby dooby, of course, because, you're going to take a little shooby dooby to go see the Wesley Snipes, you know what I'm saying? A little dark skin, Wesley Snipes, dark skin, Shaq, that was what it was. And I'm in the movie theater and I'm like, this Robert Downey Jr. is good, bro. This guy's in there hanging with Tommy Lee Jones, man. He was hanging with Tommy Lee Jones in the movie, dog. Tommy Lee Jones had to bust a cap in his ass at the end, okay? So I'm just letting you guys know. All right, yeah. Jesse Rose said Weird Science. Yeah, that movie was dope. Love Weird Science. X5X, man. Have you seen College Football Game 25? Not yet. Subscribe to the channel. Don Dillinger in the house. What's up, Dillinger? Tim said Cillian Murphy. Cillian Murphy? Tom Hardy? Tom Hardy, dog. Tom Hardy's hella good. Cillian Murphy's good too, bro. That dude, when I just saw him in Oppenheimer. That movie Oppenheimer was a movie that I really wanted to see really bad. And the reason why I wanted to see it really bad is because here in LA, in Westwood, downtown Westwood, there is a building that says Oppenheimer on it. And I've been here for 18 years and it was 16, 18 because I've been with my wife almost 16. And I would see that building all the time, and I knew that Oppenheimer was the guy that that was the creator of the atomic bomb that they dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki back in World War II. I knew that. So when that movie was, they were showing it all over, like the billboards here in LA, because this is where they film it at. I was like, I want to see that. I want to see that because I wanted to see the story of that because I've been seeing that building and I knew what it was. My wife wasn't really trying to see that because she's like, I don't want to see people getting blown up and it's really happened. My wife's like that. She like if things that really happen, she ain't really trying to check for it. So I didn't go to the movie and see it, man. But when it came on the TV, I said, hey, babe, Oppenheimer on. You want to watch it? I'm cool. I'm like, let me make me some popcorn. And I'm going to sit here and watch this. And that Cillian Murphy dude is another cat. But I remember him from when he was in Batman. Was it Batman Begins or whatever? When he was playing the dude from Arkham Academy. Like, man, all these dudes can act, man. All of them can act, bro. Okay. Boom, guys, get it in. All right. Get the store. You know what I'm saying? Vincent Mills says he had his own show in England. LB did a detective. Yeah, man. It was called Luther. I watched all of those because that was when they were still talking about him possibly being James Bond, and of course, they didn't want no brother to be James Bond, man. But shit, if you got the swag and you English, you could be Bond. Okay, you don't know that, man. I watched all of that, man. The dude was doing all the James Bond stuff without the gadgets. Okay, he was doing all the James Bond stuff without the gadgets, homie. He was doing it all. Okay. Another cat that people don't know that's English is his name is the kid from Snowfall, the Idris dude, the black dude that played Frankie or whatever. That dude was playing the L.A. Hood. He is English. He didn't even know that dude's from is England. He didn't know that dude. That dude could play Bond too. Like them English cats, man. But Robert Downey Jr. brought his American ass over there. Did the opposite. He went over there and showed them what it was. Okay. Bad boy. All right. Robin says, I swear I learn something from you every time I hop on. Appreciate that, dog. But people have the nerve to tell me I don't know. Either I don't know what I'm talking about, I'm making up stuff, or I'm yapping. Like, come on, dog. Like, come on, man. Some people are just smart. Jesse Mercer said, newest Spider-Man is an American. Yeah. Yeah, what's his name, man? Is dating Zendaya. What's his name, man? Peter, little Peter Parker dude. What's that cat's name? Tom Holland. Tom Holland is from London. I mean, all these dudes are. All these dudes coming over here taking all the roles, bro, and taking all the females too, dog. They come over here and snatch them up. You're losing to somebody who's acting like they're an American, but they really talk with an accent. I'm trying to tell you, bro. Trying to tell you. They take them for, Jason Statham's never changing his accent. Jason Statham sounds like Jason Statham, and I love Jason Statham, dog. Jason Statham is always sounding like him, dog. Got that Cockney accent. It sounds, that is a dialect that's in London, and the most famous person to ever have that is what's his name? The actor's name, man, the man's name, Michael, old cat, man, what's his name, man? He played an Alfie, man, what's his name? Michael, whatever his damn name is. Can't think of his name, dog. Okay. Tom Holland. Yeah, Tom Holland. Said, watch BritBox, I do. Yeah, Matthew Jackson, Benny Hill. Yeah, Iron Man. Yeah, when he got by the time he was Tony Stark, it was crazy, dog. Okay. Let me see here. Yeah, Tom Hardy, Christian Bale, Jude Law. Brits have been killing it for Hollywood. Tommy Lee Jones. Yeah, man, he was hanging with Tommy Lee Jones. Christian Bale is a good actor, dog. Good actor. Yeah, Zim Oppenheimer was a good script. Yep. Don Della, Sarah Judge actors, Bobby City Premium saying. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Damson Idris. Yep. English. People walking around here not even knowing, dog. Damson Idris is English. Okay. Yeah, like I said before, it's crazy. Jason is a master, man. I love Jason. Statham. Yeah, Michael Caine. I couldn't think of his last name. Yeah, Michael Caine. Michael Caine is the person with the most famous person with that accent. It's called a Cockney accent. It's him and then Jason Statham after him. Though both of those guys. But I've seen. Well, Michael Caine never changed his accent because when he played Alfred, he sounded like Michael Caine. He sounded like Michael Caine, man. So yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, Michael Caine is off the chain, bro. He's off the chain, especially when he was young, man, back in the '60s, man. Them cats was wild, man. I was reading about them dudes. I was reading about Michael Caine and the other actors back, them English actors over there that were doing all those roles in the '60s, man. Him, Peter Sellers. Okay, you remember Peter Sellers, man? That was in the Pink Panther that played Clouseau, Inspector Clouseau, in those movies. All them dudes, they was acting a fool in the '60s. I mean, they was wild. You think you hear about these guys now? You hear about these stories. You hear all these guys. You hear stories. Freak offs and all of that. These dudes was wild. They was wild when you didn't think that they was getting wild, man. You think now, of course you think, oh, everybody's doing something crazy. They was off the hook. They was they was knocking them down, bro. They was knocking. I mean, him. Who was the other dude that was over there? They be hanging out with Tom Jones and all. A lot of y'all know that. Yeah, it's not unusual. That dude, the not unusual man that Carlton be dancing to. Man, y'all don't even understand, man. Tom Jones got kids he don't even know. Tom Jones got kids all over the place. Okay. They was off the hook. I was reading just a couple, and they were telling the stories. It wasn't no, biography. It was Michael Caine. Michael Caine's like 90 something now. When you get that old, you're like, man, I ain't gonna be here, another 30 years. I'm just gonna put it out there. Okay. Man, he went out there, man, and just was letting it be known, bro. It's like, yo, man, we were doing this. We were, dressing rooms. We was doing that. We was doing this. We was doing that. We was doing this. We was doing that. I was like, dang, they was off the hook, bro. Off the chain. Okay, off the chain. Like they dressing room here. The little extra. They'll just grab the little extra bag and go in the little broom closet. Where's Michael at? We're getting ready to shoot. Michael's in there digging it out, man. All right, go back over there. It was off the. Oh, you know who else was off the hook? You'd be surprised at this one. I was shocked when I heard about it. Your boy Adam West from Batman. Okay. Not Burt Ward, who played Robin, but Adam West was off the hook when he was doing the Batman show. When they was filming the Batman show here in LA during the mid 60s, he was off the chain. Okay. His memoir before he passed away, he was off the hook, dog. You would be impressed with these cats. These cats was doing 3 or 4 things and then going on the set, doing all the acting and all of that, bruh. Okay. I'm trying to tell you, man, Adam West was an absolute beast, bruh. He was a beast, bruh. He was a beast. He was somebody who was with your kids, sign autographs, all of that. Hey, man, you better watch it. Better watch your auntie. Better watch your single mama. The single mama say, oh, I'm gonna go over to such and such, go visit your auntie. Nah, she was going to the set to go see Adam West, bruh. Adam West was off the hook. He was off the chain, man. So a lot of these cats, crazy, bro. Crazy. All right. English Rat Pack. Yeah, the English Rat Pack. I mean, we know that, our Rat Pack. We know I'm a big Frank Sinatra fan. Love Frank Sinatra. I love the Rat Pack, Sammy and Dean and Dean Martin and Buddy Peter Lawford. Peter Lawford. See, don't let me start talking, man. Peter Lawford, man, was the Englishman who was a part of the Rat Pack, and all he did was set everything up. He was the setup man. He wasn't as known as Frank and them cats, but he was the setup man. Okay. He'd set everything up, man. He was the one that introduced Marilyn Monroe to JFK. Like, he was the setup man. He set everything up. So yeah, we know our Rat Pack, but that English Rat Pack was monsters, bro. They was off the chain. Don Dillard just said Chalebi Ekafor, 12 Years a Slave, American Gangster. Yeah. Yeah, he's from England too. It's a bunch of them, dog. A bunch of them. I mean, they're all over the place, man. They're all over the place, and they're actually, they're actually, as actors, they're actually, making a great living. They're getting all the parts, bro. They're out acting everybody. They're actually winning these roles. They're winning them, dog. They're beating American actors out because they're trained. They go to acting academies and acting schools, and they actually get they do a lot of not theatrical. They do a lot of stage plays and all of that stuff. And then when they come on, they start reading scripts. You getting blown out. You're getting blown out by these cats. These cats like, oh man, shoot, man, I had to learn my part. I was an understudy and the guy was sick. I had to learn the whole play in like a day and went in there and killed it. It was like, oh no, man, I got all this time to learn this script. Man, you go in there, you getting blown out, bro. They ain't playing. Okay, Vincent Mills says Tom Jones got a kid at every port like Old Spice Man. People don't know that, man. Tom Jones got kids that he doesn't even want to meet. I think I was reading about one of his daughters. He got a daughter that's like 47 or something, almost 50 years old, and he refuses to meet her, bro. He acknowledges her, but like I ain't got nothing to talk to you about, man. Okay, I ain't got nothing to talk to you about. Yeah, man. 66, Adam West. Yes, sir. Subscribe and the channel, man. Ash Jackson 21. Put that Cash App back in, Bev. Don Dillinger said they were actors doing rock star shit before the rock stars. Dude, they was just as big. You would think, okay, you go back to the 60s during that period over in England. Okay, who was over there that was doing stuff? The Beatles, of course. You had the Beatles, you had the Rolling Stones, you had the Who, you had Led Zeppelin. You know, you had Jimi Hendrix, who Jimi Hendrix did a Robert Downey. Couldn't get nothing going over here. Went over to England and blew their doors off. There was nothing they could do. Okay, the black dude with the frizzy hair was out playing Jimmy Page, Eric Clapton, all you guys, Pete Townsend, all you guys, Jeff Beck. I'm gonna come over here and I'm taking over. That's what he did. American came over and took over. Okay, but I don't think that they was knocking them down like your boy Michael Caine, Tom Jones, and them dudes was wilding over there, bro. Okay, absolutely wilding out over there, right? Sean Connery, Roger Moore. They was wilding, man. Absolutely. Okay, what's going on? Said Jesse, I remember seeing an old school Batmobile at Universal Studios in Florida. Where Barris, the guy who made the Batmobile and also remember the show with all this is before my time, but I saw the reruns. The Munsters Mobile, the drag, what you call it, the car that they was driving was made by a guy named Barris, and he was in his facility over there. His little auto place was right there in West Hollywood, right down the street from where I get my hair cut at, and not West Hollywood, North Hollywood, excuse me. Right down the street from where I get my hair cut at, and where I go get my cigars at, and they just sold it maybe about 4 or 5 years ago. They just had it kind of as a museum. They would have they had the original Batman logo in the back, and had it, the how they paint on the window, and they'd have all of that. It was Barris. The guy died and the family sold it. I just drove past that last week because there's an Arco station over there to get some gas, and it's right next to the Arco station. And I'm like, I remember driving by there, and I didn't even know that that's where it was. I just knew it because it had the Batman stuff and people out there taking pictures, and had pictures of the Batmobile and all that. And I was like, oh, Barris, that's the dude that invented the Batmobile. So, when you're here in LA, that kind of stuff happens where you're driving by stuff, and if you're paying attention, you'll recognize things. You'll recognize things that you've seen on TV your whole life, and you're just driving by it. Crazy. Yeah, Ward played Robin. Yeah, man. Burt Ward, man. He thought he was a karate man until they did the Green Hornet crossover, and he was actually having to go up against Kato, aka Bruce Lee. Then he found out he didn't really know anything. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Matthew Quinn said Tom Jones, South Africa. Google it. Maybe he is from South Africa, but he didn't make his bones in South Africa. He made his bones in England. It's just like Sean Connery. Sean Connery is Scottish. Is Scotland London? Is Scotland English? England? No, it's Scotland. Okay. Pierce Brosnan is Scottish. It's not your origin, it's where you made your bones at. He probably is from South Africa, but he didn't sing no songs that were not unusual till he got to London. And that's where he was doing his damage. So, I mean, I'm still right. Okay. Yeah, well, Jim Morrison's American. Jim Morrison's LA. He went to UCLA, Jim Morrison. But Jim Morrison, I mean, you talk about American guys. I don't know if Jim Morrison was that much off the hook. He kind of was a little bit, but then he got with his girl that he met, and then they wind up dying a year from apart from each other. But I know Jimmy was off the chain. I know Jimmy was out there. Jimmy was out there. Okay. Tim Z said I used to like Alan DeLeon. Yeah, a lot of them English actors, man. Now that I've been there 3 times and spent time there, it's like now I'm really like into it because like I can really understand them now. I used to not be able to understand the dialect. Now I can hear it real clear and just appreciative of the actors that are really doing it, man. The Cillian Murphys, the Tom Hardys, those guys, they're holding it down, man. Holding it down. Vincent Bill says they were throwing panties at Tom Jones. They was throwing panties. They was throwing room keys. They was throwing maps. They was throwing, they definitely was throwing all of that, dog. Okay. Yeah, the Monkey Mobile, he built that too. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, you guys know your stuff. Edward Elba's from Ghana. Yeah, his family's from Ghana, man. But he was raised in London. Okay. Yeah, Ram 69. Yeah, we're just talking. Like I said, man, like it's not where you're born, it's where you made your bones at, bro. So that's the point. Yeah, you could talk about their origins is wherever. Okay. But shoot, you could say that about a bunch of people, man. Okay. You're born in the Ukraine and come over here and make your money. Okay. Yeah, Jim Z. Yeah, Tim Morrison was last year was not okay. Yeah, man. I mean, I definitely I wasn't into the Doors when I saw him when I saw Val Kilmer play him, but I was just intrigued by it because I wasn't really into their music. I am now, but back then I wasn't really into it. None of my friends wanted to see that movie. Like none of them, dog. We were, man, we in our prime then, dog. I mean, early 20s. We definitely wasn't trying to go see no Doors in no movie, bro. They didn't want to go see that at all, bro. Yeah, if it was from Freddy Krueger or some stuff like that, yeah, we could round up some shooby doobies. We can go to Freddy Krueger or something, but we definitely was not, Friday the 13th, go see some Jason or go see some Wesley Snipes or whatever. Yeah, we can go see that, dog. But they definitely wasn't trying to see the Doors, bro. They wasn't trying to see that. I had to take somebody with me to go see that. Okay. Because I like Val Kilmer. But my boys like, oh, you want to go see that whack ass movie? It's like, because because you don't understand something don't mean it's whack. You just don't get it. You just don't understand it because you don't have the main power, the brain power to do that. Don Dillis says, wow, my brother, your knowledge is amazing. You can talk about the Rat Pack, Beatles, Kendrick Lamar, and Future. Yes, I absolutely can. I'm intellectual. That's why I started this channel. But you know what? Let me tell you something, though, Don. Appreciate you, man. If you haven't subbed the channel, sub the channel. Not everybody appreciates the fact that I know so much about so much. People get irritated, man. They don't want to see somebody look like me have this knowledge. But there's nothing they can do, dog. I'm smart. I'm a high IQ person, and I'm gonna talk to who wants to talk to me. And if you don't want to talk to me, man, all you got to do is not come or say something that I don't like, and you won't be here. But I appreciate you, dog. Okay. Tim Z said, Alan Dion get great movies in black and white, cool ones. Yeah, man. Alfred Hitchcock was English. Did Alfred Hitchcock blow up in England? No, he blew up here. He's English. Okay. Whole bunch of guys. I mean, coming over here from England is not uncommon. You come over here because America is about what's hot. Doesn't matter where you're from. If you hot, we fooling with you. It's what it is, bro. Okay? It's what it is, man. You got Stanley Kubrick from A Clockwork Orange, who did all those movies. Eyes Wide Shut and all of that. Did he, he made movies over there. Did they blow up? Not when he was over there. When we came over here, he was straight and blew up. I mean, America is about immigrants. I don't care if your great grandfather was born on this in this country, just like mine was. Somebody came over here, bro. Unless you're an indigenous Indian from this territory, somebody in your family came over here, bro. Okay, you came from somewhere. All right. So these are the kind of things that we talk about on this channel, bro. Tim Z said I'm an encyclopedia, man. I'm a human Google, man, pretty much, man. Okay. Appreciate you guys, man. It's only went from spitting English to actors because we can do that, dog. I mean, it's just like anything else, man. You get a Formula One driver, man, and you put him in a Ferrari. Is that hard for him to do? This man is taking corners at 267. And all I'm doing is getting into a Ferrari, man, and that's it. And I got the F1 I got the F1 gears. I don't even have to manual. I could just man, how hard is it? How hard is it, bro? It ain't hard at all to drive a regular street legal vehicle when I'm driving cars that aren't street legal. So it's the same thing with us with shifting gears, bro. We just go with the flow. That's what we do. This is like being at the country club, or you're at the country club and we're on hole 6, and then we talking about one thing, and by the time we get to 12 we're talking about something else. So we're in my community, it's the barbershop. And a lot of you guys, other communities, it could be wherever it is you guys hang out at. Okay, you talk to the right people, conversations flow, go over several subjects, and we can do that. Okay. Tim C said, listen and feed the brain. Yes, sir. What do you think of Benny Hill? Man, Benny Hill was my first introduction to English humor. I never thought I never thought English humor was funny, bro. I mean, I remember Monty Python. Monty Python used to come on late at night, and I didn't understand it. 'Cause I'm not even supposed to be watching Benny Hill, dog. I'm 11, I'm 10, I'm 9, and I'm watching Benny Hill, bro. I just like the fact that saxophone was running around and they had it speeded up, and he was always chasing some lady around trying to get him. So I thought that was hilarious. I'd be in there, have the TV real low, family sleep, parents sleep. I have it turned real low, sitting there just laughing. So Benny Hill was my first introduction, but when I saw everybody else, I didn't think it was funny. Okay, I didn't think it was funny because I didn't. It was just too English. It was too English. I mean, I could identify Benny Hill. He doing this. He put his tongue out and he chasing the broad around. I mean, funny. He had the little songs with the little innuendos in it. I could deal with that. But when Monty Python came out with the Life of Brian and all that stuff, that wasn't funny to me, man. I was like, man, what's this? I can't even understand it. But like I said before, when you become a person who's well versed in life, and you become a person who's a man who has been around, shoot, man, it didn't take much, man. Once I started realizing, hey, man, if I know a little bit about this, I could date this kind of girl. If I know a little bit about that, I could date that kind of girl. Shoot, man. Some of them English girls, we was looking kind of good in college, bro. I didn't know what I was talking about. Like, start having a conversation with them. Okay, man, may need to watch this Life of Brian right quick so I can have something to say. So, I said, oh yeah, like in the Life of Brian. They're like, you know that? Yeah. Even though I just learned it yesterday, don't matter. I'm gonna act like I've been known it. So yeah, it was beneficial. Okay. I love Benny Hill. Funny as hell. ZMC said Alfred Hitchcock. Yeah, Alfred Hitchcock, man. That was a dude who wasn't getting it in, but was trying to force himself On every person he ever had in any of his movies, he was trying to get him sub, dog. He was making them ladies' lives miserable. All them ladies that was acting in there, man. Tuesday Weld and what was the lady's name that was in The Birds? All them ladies. He had a type. All of them was blondes, and he was all trying to make something pop off, dog. He was trying to make something pop off, and everybody was teeth was rotten. Was big fat dude, greasy, triple chin, and wasn't going on. Good evening. Like, come on, dog. That ain't no girl getting at you, dog. Okay. Yeah, Bev, I do talk a lot about love your service, man. Momo said, I'm not watching Jake Paul fight a grandfather. Probably won't have to worry about it. Probably won't happen. I mean, it's just not looking good. They're showing Tom Hardy right now, man, on this new movie, The Bike Riders, man. Bike Riders, which is like the Outsiders at the beginning, like the early thing. They got Tom Hardy in it. Tom Hardy's going to be playing some Pony Boy's dad or something. Okay, that is. I'm looking at the TV right now. They're showing ads. American History X. Oh man, I hated that movie, dog. Oh man, I hated that movie, man. There was that movie. That movie I hated because it was just too much, dog. Like that movie made me hate Edward Norton at first because I don't like this. See this dude, man. I'm punched this guy in his mouth, but he's just a great actor. If an actor makes you feel a way, then they're doing their job. But I didn't like that American X, man. I didn't like that movie. Okay. Vincent Mills said Benny Hill's off the chain. Benny Hill's still off the chain, bro. Even though he's no longer with us, man. That dude, funny as hell, bro. Okay. Funny as hell. You know what? Vincent Mills, when did I go to, the first time I went to London was 28. When was it? 2018? I think it was 2017. Yeah, 2017. Ever since I went to England the first time, I started catching up watching all the movies, man. And a lot of you guys know The Italian Job with Mark Wahlberg and Edward Norton and Most Def and all those cats that was in it, man. Seth Green, whatever his name is. So everybody's seen that one movie, man. So I mean, I saw it. I thought it was pretty good because it was here in L.A. and I was actually living in Hollywood and Highland where they filmed a lot of those scenes at. I lived within walking distance of Grumman's Chinese Theater. Me and my wife was our first apartment, and I'd be in that area all the time. So it was good to see. I remember when they were filming it, they're blocking the streets off. So when it came out, I wanted to see it and all that because I'm like, maybe I'll see myself in it, but I didn't. It probably cut me out. They're like, I'm gonna cut this dude out, man, get him out of here. But I watched the original one with Michael Caine. The original Italian Job with Michael Caine was way better than the one with Marky Mark and them, dog. And Benny Hill was in it. Benny Hill was in the original Italian Job. I think that's 1965 or something like that. That is good. It's way better, bro. And when I saw Benny Hill in it, I was like, Benny Hill, man. I was happy as hell that Benny Hill was in that, dog. I'm trying to tell you, man. Okay. Yeah, Edward Norton did too good of a job, man. I didn't like Edward Norton after that, dog. Okay. Plus he went in there and straight destroyed the first Incredible Hulk. I mean, that movie was horrible, bro. But I don't think, now so I'm older, say it's not his fault. But I didn't like Edward Norton. I'm like, man, this guy messed it up. They had John Woo. I mean, come on, man. Why you get John Woo to make it? It was bad, bro. That first one, man, that first Hulk with him in it. But a lot of people who are purists to the comic book like Edward Norton's role the better. They didn't like Mark Ruffalo. They didn't like Eric Bana. Those two dudes did it. But they like him best because they said he fit more of Bruce Banner's profile than anybody else. But that movie was just so bad. Plus, they shot it. They had it supposedly in San Francisco. And I'm like, come on, man. You shoot this in the Bay, and it was the worst Marvel movie out of all of them at that time. Now you got a bunch of bad Marvel movies. But at that time, man, I was like, man, this Edward Norton dude, man, he's killing me, man. It's messing stuff up. Okay. Momo said UFC will never place boxing for me. Me neither. Tim said, yeah, when I was a kid, you had 6:30 to 7:30. Man, mine was, you know, all the way up until 8:30 until I started begging my parents, could I stay up later? Because back then they wouldn't play the NBA games. The NBA games wasn't primetime television. The NBA, all finals and all of that stuff, you would have to catch that on Sunday. You'd have to catch that after midnight, because they play 11 o'clock news and then they'd play the repeats. I mean, play the game, but then they always would jump around. They say, due to time constraints, we're gonna move ahead and blah blah blah. So I used to have to beg my dad, like, Mom, Dad, can I stay up late so I can watch it? My dad was like, long as you get up in the morning, you can stay up. But man, that was too damn hard to get up in the morning, man. So as he said, oh, you ain't gonna watch no basketball tonight. I'm get up. Yeah, hella funny, man. Okay. Yeah, Benny Hill was a freak, bro. M said, Alfred Hitchcock or Twilight Zone? Oh, when I was a kid, it was the Twilight Zone, because Twilight Zone scare you. Twilight Zone was scary, dog. And what was scarier than that was what was the other show that he did? That Rod Serling did, Night something. The one after he started again, those were color ones. Night Vision or Night something. But those Twilight Zones scared the crap out of you. For my time, but the repeats, man, I remember I saw one Twilight Zone, man, it gave me nightmares, bro, because they had me thinking. I'm an intellectual, I'm a thinker. So it's like, man, I watched it, I saw it, man, I think I was 11 or 12 years old, man, and it had me thinking. It had something to do with you knowing when you were going to die, or knowing your date, or you dying and all that. It was crazy, bro. I was like, man, I shouldn't have watched that. I shouldn't have watched that, man. I had problems sleeping for a while, bro. Okay. Yeah, Tippi Hedren. I couldn't think of her name. Yeah, Tippi Hedren said it. Tippi Hedren and Kim Novak. Okay, Kim Novak from Vertigo. Man, every woman that was in Alfred Hitchcock's movies all looked the same. He had a type, bruh. His type was blondes with short hair. He liked the blondes. He had Tippi Hedren. He had Kim Novak first. Okay, that movie Vertigo was crazy. That then he had what's the woman after that? What's it called? Jamie Lee Curtis's mom that was in Psycho. All of them looked the same. All of them looked the same, even though they weren't natural blondes. He made them all blonde, and he just ran their lives. You were going to be in Alfred Hitchcock's movie. You were going to do everything he said. He dressed you. He told you how to talk, how to walk, how to do, and you had to do it all the time. It wasn't like, oh, I'm just acting. I'm gonna go in there and just no. When you were on his stuff, dog, it was like you were his girl, bro. But you wasn't, he definitely was trying, but you wasn't letting him have nothing. But they all said it was a nightmare being under him, dog. Okay, all right. Okay. Tim C said, Bike Riders was cool. I watched it. Okay, cool. Yeah, Italian Job. Okay, man, I'm decent. Okay. Twilight movies, one of my favorite movies. Oh wow. Can't remember his name. Victor Murrow, man. Oh, you related to Vic Murrow? Jesse. Vic Murrow was one of your family members. Wow, dog. I remember hearing about Victor Murrow. He died, and a young girl died in that Twilight Zone movie. Damn, you're related to Vic Murrow. That's Hollywood royalty, bro. You need to know that, Jesse. If you're related to him, dude, you need to know that. That dude was a legend. Victor Murrow was a legend, bro. Absolute legend, man. One of the great actors of his time, bro. Okay, that dude was there with who was in his era? Him, Laurence Olivier, and who else was in his era, like that era there? What's his name, man? A lot of these guys are before my time, man. But he was one of those actors that was really known, man, for a lot of the stuff that he was doing. Man, what's that boy, the guy's name, man? Oh, he was married to Katharine Hepburn, man. Spencer Tracy, them dudes. He was one of them cats. You're related to Victor Morrow, Jesse? Man, salute, man. That dude was a legend, bro. And your family members got paid. That was a big lawsuit. That was a huge lawsuit. Okay, yeah. NBA was on tape delay. Yep. I have to be a night gallery. That's what it was called. I knew it was night something. Dog, I had to turn the channel, dog. And night gallery come on, man. Rod Serling come out there, man. He's smoking that cigarette, bro. Like he talking. That dude talked to monotone. Scary as hell, bro. I'm like, man, nah, I'm turning this. Now I watch it now, if it comes on. I seen a couple of them, man. Pluto TV had a bunch of night galleries come on. I watched a few of them, dog. I was like, they're good. They're good, man. I mean, stories are still solid, man. But it's just, some of the stuff is corny, man. Because you look at the time frame and it's 50 something years ago. But yeah, night gallery, man. But that Twilight Zone was better than that. Twilight Zone scared the shit out of you. Yeah, I thought it was a Night Stalkers, Night Gallery. I knew it was night something, dog. God. Tim Z said Kim Novak. Kim Novak was, she was a bad one, dog. Kim Novak was bad as hell. Okay. Yeah, Vertigo. She was smoking where a cookie cutter to say, yeah, she was no joke. Okay. Her and Sammy Davis Jr. had a thing going on, and the mafia had to break that up. The only reason why they didn't do something to Sammy Davis Jr. was because of Frank. But they broke that up. They broke that up, man, because it was gonna be a scandal, bruh. Okay. Kim Novak was like the chocolate, bruh. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's old school though. Yeah, he played in the Soldier Show. Yeah, Victor Morrow was a beast, man. He did a lot. Jesse, and yeah, you need to find that out, dog. You need to find out exactly how you related to him. Okay. Vincent Mill, yeah. Tennessee Vertigo, Alfred Hitchcock version. Yeah, because it was shot in the Bay. That's what I did like about Hitchcock. Okay. What I did like about Hitchcock, he shot a lot of his movies was in the Bay Area. Vertigo was in the Bay Area, San Francisco, going all the way down to San Luis Obispo. He shot those. San Juan Bautista is where he shot it at. And then he did The Birds. I mean, he did a lot of Bay Area movies, man. He did a lot of Bay Area movies. And he was like one of the first directors to be in his movies. Like he would always make a little cameo. He always make a little cameo. And then that's when Spike Lee started doing it. And Quentin Tarantino started. A lot of these things that you've seen these dudes do, they weren't the first to do it. You just don't know because you didn't went back further enough. There was nobody that really did that. Okay. Alfred Hitchcock always make his big tail and put his big tail in there somewhere. Okay. Vincent Mill says Sinatra saved me. Yes, Sinatra did save me. The Sinatra had Sammy's back. Okay. Sinatra did a lot for Sammy Davis Jr., dog. A lot. That's why I call him Uncle Frank, man. Okay. I actually went to maybe how many years ago? Maybe about 5 or 6 years ago. Went down to Palm Springs. Me and my wife would go down to Palm Springs Just go, for our anniversary and stuff, man. I went to his old houses down there, and I actually went to Frank's gravesite. I actually went to Frank Sinatra's gravesite, bro. Okay. Because I wanted to go. He was like out there in Cathedral City or something like that. So yeah, man, I'm a big Frank Sinatra fan. Okay. Barbara Eden was the baddest chick in the '60s. She might have been. Barbara Eden was bad when she was definitely one. Who else? When you talking about television though, but you talking about movies, it might be some other people. Because that's what 65 maybe. When she was on I Dream of Jeannie, she was bad though. She's still alive too. But I think Barbara Eden's still alive. I ain't mistaken. I think she's still alive. I mean, she might have passed away, but I think she's 90 something. But her, there was a bunch of them, dog. There was a bunch of them that was off the hook like that, dog. Off the hook. Okay. Tupac was from the East Coast, man. Yeah, he's from New York. Okay. Vince Mills said Sinatra had chicken jumping. I love Sinatra, man. Sinatra's a real one, dog. I mean, Sinatra was a guy who went through every gamut of everything. When I was just in New York, I was in Hoboken. I didn't. My sister-in-law lives in Jersey, and I didn't know that she lived right next to Hoboken, and we'd have to go through Hoboken to cross over the Lincoln Tunnel to go to New York. I didn't even, and that's Frank Sinatra's hometown. I'm like, man, I'm in Frank's town. Didn't get a chance to go by Frank's birth home and all that stuff, but I was in Hoboken. I didn't even know I was in Hoboken. We were driving through me, my wife, my son, and her father, my father-in-law. We were going into Manhattan, and we took the Lincoln Tunnel, and I was like, Hoboken. Wait a minute. I said to my father-in-law, I said, hey, Papa, where are we at? He said, we're in Hoboken. I'm like, we're in Hoboken now? He's like, yeah, we've been in Hoboken. You go down the street and you turn here to go to the Lincoln Tunnel, you're in Hoboken. I'm like, man, this is Frank Sinatra's hometown. I'm in Frank Sinatra's hometown. I'm like, man, I was like, man, I'm supposed to be here. Okay. Oh, she's still in her 90s? That's good, bro. Yeah, you talk about Elizabeth Montgomery, man, from Bewitched. She was bad. Elizabeth Montgomery was bad too. Yeah, there's a bunch of them, dog. There's a bunch of them that was out there killing it. Okay, you don't even want to go to the Raquel Welches, and y'all don't want them problems. Y'all don't want them problems back then, dog. There was a bunch of them that was out there. Okay, it was just out there killing it. Okay. Kimsey said Sinatra was worldwide. Yeah, Frank was him, dog. Yeah. Got you guys. See, now you guys are talking. Raquel Welch. First it was this person. Now it's that person. There was a bunch of them, dog, that was out there killing it. Okay. There was a bunch of them, man. Bridget Bardot. There was a what's her name? Britt Eklund. She wound up marrying Sammy Davis Jr. Sammy was out there getting it. Sammy was like, I'm Kim Novak. Okay, I'll just go over here and get this British one. Like, he wasn't starting Sammy. Sammy was getting his, man. Sammy was making it pop. Salute to Sammy Davis. Okay. Yeah, man. Many others didn't have worldwide fame. Yeah, something like having worldwide fame was something that wasn't necessary to make money, though. You could have that regional fame and really do what you needed to do. Okay. But all right, you guys, man. You can go ahead and shut it down, dog. I mean, not bad for a Saturday night. We had a good time. But yeah, sub the channel, man, because we're gonna have a lot of deep talks, man. But we jumped from way over from your boy Jake Paul. I mean, what's there really to talk about? How long are we gonna have a conversation talking about him? I mean, we went through everything. Unless he's fighting Mike Tyson and he wins, there's nothing really much to talk about. I mean, he's right on brand with what he does. But yeah, we definitely switch gears. Yeah, Yusuf said Lena Horne. Yeah, Lena Horne was, that's back in the 40s, man. Lena Horne was the baddest in the game in the 40s, bro. Okay. By the time the 60s came, she was about 45, 50 years old. Okay. I remember the Mary Tyler Moore show, man. I used to like the beginning of it. I used to like Vince Mills. I used to like the beginning of the show when she would be, spinning around and she'd throw her little beanie in the air and it would freeze. I used to like watching that because I like the music, and then I like the little collage things and all of that. And I used to just like it. And she would throw her hat in the air and would freeze, and then after that I'd turn the channel, bro. I didn't watch the show. The show was boring, but I like the beginning. Okay, I always watch the opening, like the opening, whatever they call it, man. The opening music, the theme, and all that. I always watch that, dog, because I didn't know what city that was. And now I know I think it was Minneapolis. I think I know now, but back then I was like, oh man, that looks like a real cool place to be, man. Not knowing that it's Minneapolis. Okay. Crazy as hell. All right, man, get some rest, you guys, man. Good having you guys, man. Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and shut it down, man. Yeah, it's Minnesota. I didn't even know, dog. I didn't even know. Oh, wait a minute, Vince, before I go, man. You know what I used to watch? Because they had somebody bad on there. You remember WKRP in Cincinnati, bro? You remember Lonnie Anderson, bro? Remember Lonnie Anderson, man? Lonnie Anderson, bro. From WKRP in Cincinnati, bro. Okay. Only people I liked was Lonnie Anderson, and I liked the Howard, whatever he was. He was the disc jockey. What was his name? The crazy, how just everybody else was boring as hell. Even the black dude was boring on there, dog. Boring as hell, dog. All I wanted to see was Lonnie Anderson and the Howard dude. That's it. But I watched that just for her, bro. Try to tell you, dog. Okay, we could keep going. We keep going, bruh. But without question, then I'm gonna let you guys go. Yeah, Tim Reed wasn't funny, dog. He wasn't funny at all, dog. I mean, he black, but so what? Just because you black don't mean you funny, dog. Okay. One more thing, and then I'm gonna go. Y'all can name everybody y'all want to name, but when I say this one, dog, okay, it's over, bro. Okay. All I got to say is Wonder Woman, dog. Wonder Woman in the 70s. Nobody was touching her. Linda Carter. Nobody. Linda Carter was it. Linda Carter was it, bruh. And I didn't know she was Mexican. I did not know. She's Mexican. Nobody was on Linda Carter. Linda Carter was it. Period. I watched every episode. Didn't care if it was corny. Didn't care that they had it in the 40s and then the next season it was in the 70s. I didn't care about none of that. All I knew was Linda Carter was the baddest woman I had ever seen in my life. And she was on, and I was watching it. I was on it. When she was off the hook. And when she was played in the Wonder Woman movie with Gal Gadot, who I love too. But when she played her little role and she reprised her little role at the end, she's like 70 something. She still look good, though. Okay. She still look good. Linda Carter, bro. She was it. I'm trying to tell you, Linda Carter was killing everybody, bro. Linda Carter was killing everything moving, bro. I'm trying to tell you. All right, man, let me let you guys go because we could talk about this all night. All right. Get some rest, y'all. We'll chop it up tomorrow. Make sure you guys check out the video I did earlier. Talking about Devontae Adams. And guess what? People are mad, but so what? We don't care. Matthew Checker Filter.